Welcome back, everybody. LostBoys Cypher Circle is back in session. If you didn't know, now you do. This is the show where I bring artists of all kinds, whether they be rappers or storytellers or painters or digital artists or poets. Or I have an artist on here tonight who's going to do some tarot card readings for us. We do all sorts of shit on here. It's all spiritual. It's all artistic. It's our form of therapy in whichever way we see fit, and it's just a real cool place where we can come connect with some fellow artists, some like-minded people, and just do it without judgment. So if you want to come on the show, message me on Facebook at Dylan Lawler, or email me at lostboy420x@gmail.com. That's Dylan Lawler on Facebook, or lostboy420x@gmail.com. And make sure you go follow us on all the platforms. Tonight we are live, and every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, unless I announce an exception to that rule. We are live every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook and YouTube. Instagram is on hold for the moment. We will get that back up soon, but live on Facebook and YouTube every Saturday night, 9 p.m. And then I will post the audio version of the episode on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcast, and Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. So make sure you guys keep a lookout for that. Also, like, I post extra clips. Thank you, Brandon. But I post extra, like, 30-second clips of the show and of stuff that we do on both TikTok and YouTube. So make sure you go check that out. And yes, Brandon, you are right. Make sure you look out for Lost Boys Presents Deep Cuts. I just recorded an episode with a guest today. I'm not maybe it'll get revealed later, but I'm not going to tell you who it is at the moment. But Lost Boys Presents Deep Cuts episode 7 will be coming out within the next week or two. So make sure you guys keep a lookout for that. If you don't know what it is, it's a show where I bring artists on one-on-one, and we just sort of shoot the shit and talk, about art, about the world, about musical artists sometimes. There's a lot of stuff. So make sure you guys go keep a lookout for that. It's a lot of fun. And also keep a lookout for Lost Boys Presents Lost in the Woods. I promise you guys, we've just been lost working and lost doing a lot of other shit. We are getting back out there. We got some material recorded. Basically, if you don't know what it is, me and my buddy Brandon, or me by myself, or him by himself, or whatever may have you, somebody takes a camera out in the woods and we record us doing some stuff, whether it be fishing or hiking or whatever. So make sure you keep a lookout for that. And if you want to donate to us, you can donate to us on Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal at LostBoy420X. Anything from 10 cents to $10 helps. So we appreciate that. Before we get into the show, something I always like to say is that this, like I said at the beginning, like, it's a therapy for us. It's a place where we can come do things without judgment. And so sometimes we're inventing our traumas and some of the darker aspects of what we're dealing with. Things can get a little triggering. So I just try to tell everybody, whether it be audience member or guest, if you need to click out at any time because you find anything triggering, nobody will fault you in the slightest. Feel free to click out at any time and come back next week. We do it every week. So that being said, before we get into the show, like I was saying about, it being a therapy, to me, this is about, having a place where people can come have a voice, because the hardest thing about being in that dark place and dealing with those traumas is feeling like you don't have a voice, like you can't talk to anybody, like you can't reach out and speak. So that's what the show is about. So I encourage you to reach out to any of us, any of the artists on the show. I will talk to you personally. And I really also encourage you to reach out to people in your everyday life too, because I promise you, whether you think so or not, there's a coworker or a family member or someone who understands what you're going through. And all it takes is to reach out to that person. So like I said, reach out to us, reach out to people in your own lives. And if you would like some professional hotlines to reach out to, Brendan's already got it up for you here. 988 hotline is their lifeline crisis that you can text, but you can also go to lifelinecrisis.com and they have some like trained professionals and resources for you. There's also betterhelp.com and they'll hook you up with an online therapist. Like I said, hard part about finding yourself in that place is feeling like you can't talk to anybody, and feeling like there's no one who understands you. And if you hook up with somebody through this website who you don't feel like you vibe with, you can't talk to, they will switch you out free of charge and keep switching you out until you find someone that you do vibe with. So I hope some people can go find some help there, and I hope we can have a good night tonight. That being said, per season 2 tradition, I'm going to kick the show off with my pieces. Well, I'm going to do one piece that you guys have heard that was requested. It's well, I call it a comedy piece, but it's about suicide. So take that as you will. I think I might be one of the only people I know that can write a funny suicide poem. But humor is, I guess, up for interpretation. Humor's objective, so we'll see if you find it funny. I'm gonna do that one, and I'm also going to start us off with, I don't know. It's not even 16 bars. It's just something that I started off. The tentative title, with an asterisk on both sides, is Golden Gloves. Again, this is maybe 10 to 12 bars. It's only 40 seconds, but it was requested that I share it, and I'm happy with this first verse, or this first section. So I'm going to do that for you. It's called, well, tentatively, I might change the title. Golden Gloves. This flow and prose, it goes out to those who just went 0 for 2 and almost just got broken too. You're at the ropes, a broken tooth, you're swollen blue, your knuckle bones and nose are broken too, and you don't know what you're supposed to do because it feels like there's no hope for you. But homie, that ain't even close to true. I need you to know the truth. I know that you don't think so, but there's motherfucking gold in you. So strap them golden gloves and go and show them like Balboa do. It's time to show them petty posers they ain't folding you, like calling bluffs at poker or a coat and suit. But they are just like polos. You can push their fucking buttons and they'll choke on you. So shove it down their throats until they croak or puke. Then tell them they can hold your booble eating nuts and butthole too, because that's the only fuck thing you should ever owe to anyone but you. And that's, well, that's that. And I'm sorry if the background noise ruined it. You guys will have to tell me how it sounded, because people aren't considerate enough to wait. Anyway,
Fire. Fucking fire. I already told you goosebumps.
Yes.
And there wasn't any background noise.
Okay, good.
No,
yeah, I mean,
it was very clear.
I bought this mic for a reason. There is a reason I bought this mic. It's because it only picks up what's right in front of it.
Oh,
That's
good.
awesome. So I mean, yeah, like again, I don't know it's going to become, and I don't really exactly know what it even is at the moment. I just know that it makes me feel good. It makes me feel motivated. Yeah, it's just it was a very high. I was in. I think I had drank like about 2 5-hour energies, and I was at work, and it just like flew out of my brain because I was just feeling like a boxer in a fucking ring, and because it was, I just feel worn out, when you're just worn out, but you're pushing yourself to keep going, and just emotionally and physically. And then that's just kind of what that's about, I guess, is just when you're worn out and you're, but you got to keep up and keep getting up, and you're not taking no one's shit, because, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how you can get hit and keep getting back up. And, I should have called it Rocky. I don't know. I might change the title. We'll see. But anyway,
Well, I was about to say that this literally is similar to the feel of the original story of the Rocky movies. So
Good. Well, that's good because that's the feeling that okay. So the feeling that I was trying to encapsulate was like that, but I don't know if have you ever seen the movie Southpaw? It's another boxing movie. And Eminem wrote most of the soundtrack for it. And I just really loved the I don't know, the whatever essence he captured there in that soundtrack. I really loved it. And I was listening to it the other day, and I that must have been what, because I was listening to it like a day, maybe the day I wrote it. I'm not sure, but that's the kind of vibe I was trying to encapsulate was that boxing vibe, you know. But thanks, I appreciate it. Well, anyway, I guess I'll do this next piece for you. This piece was requested by my man Cage right here. Thank you, my bro. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Like I said, this one is I mean it's supposed to be funny. We'll see. It's called The Suicide Note of a Chronic Procrastinator. When you've eaten the last Dorito in the bag, you'll want to kill yourself. When you can't find the remote to the TV, you'll want to kill yourself. When you finished your last cigarette, you'll want to kill yourself. When masturbation has lost its fun, you'll want to kill yourself. When you've listened to the same song 99 times in 1 hour, you'll want to kill yourself. When your phone won't charge so that you can listen to the same song for the 100th time, you'll want to kill yourself. When you can't think of the next line for a poem you're writing, that's right, you guessed it. You'll want to kill yourself. The only question you'll ask yourself is, why haven't I yet? But you know the answer. The knives are all the way in the kitchen, and that's much too far to walk. Besides, if you went in the kitchen, you might find there's another bag of Doritos for you to get through before you go. You could go to Walmart and buy a gun, but you might just end up buying a new remote and finding a new series to binge. You could go out and get yourself a new pack of cigarettes, but that'll kill you much too slowly, and you want to go out fast like a bad race car driver. You can get a rope and do it the old-fashioned way, but you might find that you like being choked just a little too much, and you'd rather your family not find you hanging from the ceiling with your junk in your hand. You could get creative, climb in the tub with your favorite toaster, plug it in, and finally feel what it's like to be a lobster, but that would waste electricity you could be using to charge your phone, so you can die listening to your favorite song. And if none of that works and you get really desperate, you could always just jam a pen in your neck. But then, how would you write the last line of your suicide note? So don't kill yourself today, because there will always be one more thing to procrastinate over. Because there will always be one more bag of junk food to cram in your face. Because there will always be one more song to listen to, one more cancer stick to smoke, one more bad sci-fi rerun to suffer through. Don't kill yourself today, because this is not a suicide note. It's a to-do list. And there really is so much to do. And that is Suicide Note of a Chronic Procrastinator. What did you guys think?
That went from fucking. That went from hilarious
I was
to
in the
like the most.
I was in the mood for that one. Thank you for suggesting that. That's okay. If I could just encapsulate my mood, that's my mood right now. This is just the mood, the mood of that song. That was perfect. Thank you for requesting that.
It's not a problem. I wanted to hear it because, like, as much as it is funny, it has a really serious side to it. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
So,
And a
Well, most of my
beautiful
shit does.
ending.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that one.
the message it actually portrays is really good, and that's really why I wanted to hear it. Though it is funny, and I wanted to hear like the masturbation line because that's just comedy gold. I ain't gonna lie. But other than that, it's a fantastic piece, and it was nice to hear it after it has been so long.
Yeah. I don't know why I have never heard this one.
You
But
haven't?
damn.
Oh damn, really? Yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
don't
this is
know
the
if
first time
I-
you heard it because I mean that's one of if I don't say so myself, that was one of the best performances I've done of it because I mean I was just in the mood. I was just in the mood for it. I'm in kind of a silly mood tonight, and I mean don't get me wrong, I get what he's saying. That's I mean I kind of with everything I write, I kind of try to find some kind of message in it, even if it's whether it's funny or it's angry or it's sad or whatever the fuck it is. I try to come to some kind of conclusion at the end, some kind of, resolution, some lesson, something to give to people or to give to myself or something, Um, but yeah, and I mean, when you're writing a poem about suicide too, it's like you can't not address the elephant in the room, which is like and actually take it seriously for just a minute. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, like I have lots of friends that will joke about suicide, and I will tell you that the majority of those friends have been suicidal at one point in their life. And I'm not saying that like it's because it's like, oh, you've been through it, it makes it okay, or whatever the hell it is. It's just like
It's coping with your trauma.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think that it's a healthy way to cope with your trauma. And I've always thought that there's some things you can either laugh about or cry about, and I choose to laugh.
I can do both.
You can do both. Yeah, I mean, hey, fuck it.
Let me add my joke first. Well, who knows? Maybe if it's one more time, you never know when a Taylor Swift album is going to drop.
Ding, 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 fucker. Yeah, I'm adding the counter to the live show now, bitch.
Wait.
They don't even get
Don't
the joke.
tell
They
us
don't even-
anything.
No, don't tell them. All right. I'll say no more. I'll say no more. You guys will find out. You guys will
I'm
find
so
out
confused.
soon. You guys will find
no,
out. People, hey, watch the YouTube. Hey, watch the YouTube. Keep a lookout for those shows that I mentioned at the beginning, and
Yes.
you will find out.
Yes, because and just know the new Matrix where you have to see where you will be is a fuck around line and find out line. So you just have to know your matrix of where do you fuck around and where do you find out.
Listen.
And I hate that.
To quote the great Robert Foster,
You say this almost every time.
I would
love
rather find out than fuck. I would rather find out than fuck around, or I'd rather find out before I fuck around, because what I find out will directly inform the manner in which I fuck around. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that was our quote of the year.
Sorry, I
last year.
didn't mean to do that.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Excuses. You're fired.
Hey, while I'm here, I just want to say, like, bro.
Don't be like Trump before he became president. You're fired. Sorry.
Oh
Hey,
no!
I just want to say, bro. Hey, before I jump off again, that shit was crazy, man. You have words, man, and you keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Keep
I
doing what
love
you're
you,
doing.
man.
Thank you for keeping our show running good. I'll get you out of here, bro. I got you.
Yeah, give me out.
Give me up, Scotty. He's fucking beat me up, Scotty. All right. Well, that being said, we're gonna get to our first guest tonight, guys. I just beamed them all up into my spaceship. They're all up there getting probed right now. Sorry, I told you guys I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood tonight. Our first guest of the night is none other than the legendary Cage C. I mean, I was gonna say OG, but we got all OGs in the house tonight. All from the first 5 to 10 episodes. All of you from the first 5 to 10 episodes. So this is an OG night. But we got my man Cage C, which is our most frequent guest. Man needs no introduction, but y'all can go follow him at KC790 on TikTok, or on Facebook at Caleb Cooksey. Yeah, I haven't said his last name in a while. Anyway, yeah, go follow him and come hear him spit some dope fucking raps. Man's got. Brandon said, "I have words." This man's got fucking dictionaries of fucking shelves of this man's. You know that fucking library that in Beauty and the Beast that just opens up and there's a bunch. That's this guy's fucking head. So I'm gonna get him up here.
I could defy death with the flip of a coin, heads or tails. On one end, I could sever mortality, cut the binds that release feral energy, though anger awakens like passing time is simply mistaken. Rifle through my headshots, and when these holes get filled like my DNA just forgot to include a PMA, the A matters more when the acid devolves my attitude. Revolve around my pit of bottomless intentions, figure it out cause not even I know my connections. My resolve is absolute, yet my resistance doesn't compute, completely irrelevant, but that's okay. I could flip a coin and defy death. Heads or tails. On one end I could run away like a dog with its tail bent. I could show fangs and sink wounds till I feel complete, full from my next meal, yet exiled cause I stole the kill. Strife followed with the click of a gun. Wherever it's aimed, damage is done. Blown through like I get excited from a happy trigger. Lap around my den and see a pack that no longer follows. The flip of a coin decided they needed to get narrowed. A small circle, but in the end who cares when there's other wolves worth a follow. Heads or tails. I could defy death with the flip of a coin.
You fucking rap so hard.
Hey.
You rap so hard. You got rid of my flyer.
Hey, bro.
you rap so hard. You fucking. My flyer just faded into the darkness. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't even remember fucking doing that. I forgot to even send you that flyer. I was ready for the other one that I had.
I don't know when I watched it. I don't know. When I watched it, it was clean. It was good. And then I don't know, something maybe in transferring the file, it got fucked up. But you rap so hard, you blew off my fucking file in my fucking.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's the only way. That's the only way to do it.
Fuck yeah. So what you up to, bro? What you been cooking?
I've been cooking. I can't wait.
Yeah, I know you've been cooking. I know you've been.
I'd be fucking. Dude, and the song I'm about to do, Contained, all right, that's the first song I'm doing. Okay, I through the process at your intro, I added more.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Of course you did. That's
so I got like 4 new bars up on this song that I'm about to do.
That's like asking. It's like asking Michael Jordan if he dunked. Like during a game, like if he like it's just like yeah. I mean, or like that's like fucking. I don't know. I can't even come up with anything now. This is gonna be one of those. This is good. Just so everyone knows, it's gonna be one of those shows where I forget fucking everything because I can already feel it. Yeah, earlier I told y'all I recorded a deep cuts earlier. I was fucking bro. I was literally forgetting my own lyrics. I was forgetting my own. We're gonna the one thing I will say about that episode is there's gonna be a counter on how many times I forget my own lyrics throughout the whole episode.
That would be funny as fuck, dude. I ain't gonna lie. You should just do that. You should just do that like regularly.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. But anyway, yeah. So this Contained one, is that the one you sent me the other night? Or
no, that was for later. That's for later.
Oh, all right. We're saving some gas. We're saving some fucking fuel in the tank. All right.
I've added a lot to that one.
So I have all right. Now it's called Contained, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be very contained.
No, it's not.
No, I didn't think so. All right. So should I just let you get to it or?
Yeah, bro, I'm down. I'm fucking
all
ready.
Right. Fuck it. Let's go.
I gotta breathe first. Keeping these words contained is like keeping Fenrir in chains. Easily broke loose, now biocontamination seeps through. My exemption between what lines falter in between numeric rhymes into what I need alphabetical side themes affiliated with an affliction. My ailments are words that hell shouldn't have sent. I bent letters to match my reality and caused caustic creatures to creep freely to leap boundaries, but seep time boundlessly. Fickle words fleeting, shaped like a sickle. I'm reaping bars open between the lines. Broken every verse to continue waiting, immaculate the flow of some guy who thinks he could be great, but wait. I use simple lines to deviate from what aspects are worth my design. I signed printed letters on paper to find the curves with taxes and black out the paper because my words are directly correlated with chloroform. So I'll lose sight with the pen and write with the marker I use to black out the sin. Every curve of every letter to insinuate what lies beyond the syndicate within the cells my brain created to dissipate the thoughts this vile pen creates. To whom hears these lines and see past their eyes through the mind might find the passion behind each signed word I've corroded. To each written letter I have left deserted. To each pungent cocktail of emotion I left in every word I've ever wrote. Coping with my reality is like roping the neck, yet I stand on the stool, letting that stake of fatality hang loosely upon that noose of insanity. Snap at the neck. Facts are, you didn't understand that this isn't a suicidal thought, but a vision coherently seeping life up these bars. And as a reaper would, these voices cock back the barrel and release a feral derelict with dialect that's ravaged an alphabet in the shape of a C. Harvesting the dead words you got lost on. And between the numerical rhyme scheme, I ain't normal. I'll twist and rend words to cauterize my wounds. Sit down on the stool and write into my hand warps on the wood. Black out my paper until the pen dries out and wrap around verses until my lungs give out. You could take water as a metaphysical symbol to how the words turn onto the page like a current. The flow is strong enough to wipe away whatever I blow into it. Build a dam and I'll just ram right through it. Step in my shallow waters and I'll take you away to drown you before you get a chance to even pray. I ain't gifted with nothing except maybe illustrations I learned from ill frustrations I picked up from nil admiration. My consideration for success is like sending troops in a vest to a country who use explosives hidden in the crest, or like getting shot through the chest by the person you least expect. Yeah, keeping these words contained is like keeping Fenrir in chains. Easily broke loose and a vile contamination seeps through. My exemption between what lines falter in between numeric rhyme schemes to what I deemed alphabetical side themes. I'm infatuated with a blunt exhaust pipe. I exhale monoxide while you choke seeing the dark side. My connection between what lies beyond the verses isn't contained behind simple chains. Not even tear could hold me. But wait, I use simple lines to deviate what aspects are worth my designs. I can find letters to a pencil and stencil the thoughts like my eraser holds the brain every time it caught itself starting to rot. I sit here and plot as my typewriter gets broken from shock. It can't keep up with the pace that I've started to jot. I'll black out my paper until the ink dries out and wrap around verses until my lungs give out.
Holy fucking shit. Holy shit, dude. Bro. I mean, yo, I can't even fucking keep up with you. I can't even keep up with you anymore. Not that I could really ever keep up with you, but like your shit, it's punchline after punchline after punchline after punchline. There's no, like, every single, it's a setup, punchline, setup, punch. Like, yo, and you gotta run me back through that fucking water dam bar again. That it was like 3 bars and you fuck it.
Hold up. I can find it real quick. You could take water as a metaphysical symbol to have the words turn onto the page like a current. The flow strong enough to wipe away whatever I blow into it. Build a dam and I'll just ram right through it. Step in my shallow waters and I'll take you away to drown you before you get a chance to even pray.
Dude, when I mean, your fucking the way you build your metaphors is, I mean, it has always been fantastic, but you are getting so good at, like, I don't know, like condensing your, not just your rhyme schemes, but your imagery down, so it's like setup, punchline, setup, punchline, setup, punchline, and the just clear image after clear image after clear image, and just like, I mean, if you go back to some of your earlier shit, right? There's a lot more rhyming, and there's a lot more lyrical shit. There's a lot more, like, well, not I would say more more trying to work on your flows and just I don't know. I feel like you were still trying to find where you were, find who you are, as an artist. And I feel like now you found it, right? I feel like you were spitting in kind of it was like a machine gun, right? You're kind of spitting in all directions, right? And now I feel like you're kind of like you still got that same power, you still got that same, still machine gun, but instead of being like an AK-47, it's like a, like an Uzi, ready, very like on point, very,
Yep.
precise. I feel like you used to just shoot in all directions. You're really finding your niche. You're
I wrote
and your
I wrote
niche is
that song when I
these
was 18.
that you wrote that, but you said you just added to it, right? So
I just
what
added to it. Those
now?
last few bars you heard.
Now I gotta ask. Now I gotta ask though. You went and ran it back, right? And I've had songs that I do like that, right? Where you go and run it back, and you find yourself like maybe finding a new flow for it and adding words here and there to make it work, and then you find that these words work, so you can make a whole you're like, oh shit, that rhymes with that, and then you're like, oh well, that relates to that, with dams relate to water, and you can, oh, I can make this metaphor, and like with my boxing
Yep.
thing, I was like, oh, there's gold in you, and then I can relate that to Golden Glove boxers, and make that metaphor, and so I adding that in. So how much of it was like
I went before I
you
came onto
take the
this
core?
show. I went on and I edited the whole thing to make sure that it was the way that I wanted it. Before I
Right,
was
yeah.
18, I'm 25 now. When I was 18, the words were different, but I came
Mhm.
through, checked it, edited it, made it where how I rap now,
Mhm.
how I progressed. And I changed it to that, and then I added lines to it to make it a full
Fuck yeah,
complete.
bro. Yeah, dude, I do that shit all the fucking time. I mean, I'll take shit. I mean, even if it's like I'll take 4 bars that I found in a folder somewhere in my fucking, or a physical folder or an electronic folder somewhere, and I'll be like, oh shit, I can make something out of this. I don't know when the fuck I wrote this, but it's in my folder, so clearly I wrote it, so I'm not fucking copywriting, so I could use this. You know what I mean? And it's like it's kind of
Yep.
like finding. It's like finding like someone else's shit, and you're like, oh, I want to use that line, and then you're like, oh, I can use that line because I fucking wrote it, because I just forgot about it. I wrote it and then I forgot about it, and I'll do that all the time.
Yep.
And anytime I see an untitled document in my thing, it just said untitled document, I'll get excited because I'll be like, oh, that's a bar. That's a bar that I wrote. I
Let's
know
do
it
it.
is.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel that,
Because
bro.
I
That's
never
what I see.
title them.
Whenever
I just jot the bar down real quick, and then I fucking let it drift
I,
off. And
I I had my girlfriend pick the song. This one right here. Okay, and I was like, man, I ain't done that in years. So I went through and I'm like, this needs fixed now.
Yeah. Actually, so I'm putting together a poetry book, or at least a chapbook, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it's going to have a lot of pieces that I wrote when I was like 15, but that I have revamped and remastered, both the words and the flow and just everything. They're more of my spoken word pieces. But I wrote, dude, like the girl who loaned me a pencil. Do you know how many times I've rewritten that fucking thing, or added to it,
Why?
or made it? I've finally left it the fuck alone. I haven't touched that thing in fucking 3 years, thank God.
Dylan,
But
I've never heard that. I've never heard
I
it.
the girl who loaned me a pencil, go fuck yourself. You've heard it a million times.
No, I swear to God I haven't. I swear to God I haven't.
That's a dirty
I
little
may
liar.
have once way back. I might have once, but I can't remember it.
You've never heard the girl who loaned me a pen. All right, go to my fuck, dude. It's on my YouTube. All right, I record. I
All right.
literally recorded it and put it on my YouTube. And part 2 is out there. There's side A and side B. The girl who loaned me a pencil
Bet.
and the
I'm
man
gonna go
behind the
look for
mask.
it.
I created the
I'm gonna go
artwork.
look for it.
I did the audio. I did all the audio effects. I mastered the audio. Yeah, go listen to
I
it.
am. I'm
It's on
fucking
YouTube.
going, dude.
All right.
Tell me what the fuck to do, Dylan. I'm already on it. I'm already on it, nigga. Like,
No, but
fuck.
I wrote. I mean, I just say that one because a lot of people know that one from me. But so speaking of the demons, right? That one, those first lines, the first lines where I say, Listen up, Dylan. I'm talking to you. It's 3 a.m. It's dark in our room. Go put on your coat and put on your shoes. Pull up your hood. Now let's walk on the moon. I don't know where we're going. We'll get there real soon. You told me to sleep, but I'm not in the mood. I wrote that whole fucking thing.
Bro.
That first bar, that first verse, I wrote that when I was 15, and then I finished it a year ago.
Hey, that's sick though. That's sick.
I mean, and then
It
Speaking
just
of
shows the
Demons has become one of
progression.
my like, most favorite pieces and most requested pieces too, because it's like I don't know.
It's so good, bro. It's
It
so
sat with
good.
me for a while too. It sat with that concept sat with me for a while, and it marinated, and yeah. And now I'm writing part 2. I'm working on part 2, but I know guys, I know part 2's taking a while, but I just want it to be really good, and I also kind of want to release the recording at the same time, so just keep an eye out for the recording of part 1 and the release of part 2 very soon. That's those next projects. Anyway, thanks for spitting, bro. That was I mean,
I'm
and
excited for
every
this
time,
mix,
and
dude.
that's the thing, every time you spit, bro, my shit, I feel like my shit gets better every time I hear you spit, because you're just like you just push
Hey,
me
that
fucking
good.
this crazy
That's
level.
all. That's all I want. Honest to God, like fuck what I said, man. It's all about progression, self-worth,
Absolutely,
self-worth.
man. Fuck
And
yeah.
I'm glad that I'm able to help you do that, like for real. Like that's the whole point of why I want to spit in the first place, is to like I want to inspire people. And the fact that you tell me that so often just like hits a spot in my heart. It makes me feel good.
Hell yeah, man. All right, well, I'm gonna get these other artists up. See what they thought. Oh, not Brandon. He can get out of here. Oh no, what'd you think of my man's piece?
Oh, it was good. Well, to be honest, I didn't get to hear the whole thing. I was getting some internet issues. But from the parts I hear, every time Kid speaks, he spits fire.
Mm-hmm.
It, yeah, because everything is so relatable to everyone, because we all going through that same thing at some level.
Facts, yo, facts.
That's the whole point.
Um,
Speaking truth.
to Sonia, what did you think? You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. It's like every time I've seen you perform other pieces, but this one was probably my favorite. The way you
Hey,
explain the reason that you write, it's like it has
hey,
such
you
a
caught that?
powerful, yeah, the way you explain the reason that you write. And it's like, I don't know, it was just very powerful. I really enjoyed it.
Appreciate
Hell
you.
yeah. Skedaddle.
You're welcome.
About you.
Pretty much the same thing Ono said, but not because of internet, because I'm slow. But the Fenrir line, loved it.
Yeah.
Especially how
Oh
it
my
came,
God,
like how you
dude,
wrapped
when
back
you
around with it.
Yes, dude. And I love I asked you, I was like, it says contained, but it's not gonna be contained, right? I don't think it's gonna be, and you were like, yeah. And then your first line was keeping me contained. It's like keeping Fenrir rear in chains. It's like, yo, we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, yo.
The whole
Shit,
point.
yo.
That image,
Oh
that
man.
first line was so important to the title of the song. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that was caught.
No, absolutely. I mean, it caught it really wrapped up the whole like aspect of the song.
Mm-hmm.
That was fuck yeah. I appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. All right, yo, we'll catch you again in a few minutes. Uno, you're the one with the sound interference. Yeah, Uno, you have some like weird sound interference. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, up next is my man Uno. Speaking of which, so I hope he fixes his sound. My man Uno over here has got a lot going on, so let me tell you about it. He's a poet. He's a school teacher for special needs children in Trinidad. He is part of a group initiative called Bond with Words, and their mission is to bring awareness to mental health through writing and poetry. You guys can go follow him on Instagram at the Ono one. That's THAONO1. Follow on YouTube at the Ono X. Follow on Facebook at the Ono, just the Ono. And he's got some books out too. And they're on Amazon. You can find his book Midnights. You can find his book Now That's What I Call Poetry. And I think he has others. I'll let him tell you, but you can find everything that he has on actually, for those of you who might not know, his website has recently changed since last time he's been on the show, and I shouted out his website. So his new website is theonoxpoetry.weebly.com, which is still through weebly.com, but it's just a different web address. He just made a new page. So that's THAONOX poetry. If you don't know how to spell poetry, why are you watching this show? Anyway, let's get him up here. My man Ono. Where's your flyer, bro? There it is.
Circles. In an empire of creativity where hearts are free, there is a show that breaks barriers. Lost Boys Cypher Circle, you see. Hosted by a fearless soul, Dylan Lawler, his spirit unshaken, an artist embracing others, a red gem who is so unspoken. Each passing episode, a sanctuary unfolds, a sacred space where stories are told. Dylan, an orchestrator of unity, his purpose clear, to provide a haven unadulterated where art conquers fear.
Yeah, I'm great. That's awesome. I'm great. How are you doing?
Oh yes.
And they've heard that one, and I just I mean, I feel a bit what is the, it was right on the tip of my tongue and then I lost it. Well, whatever the word is, a bit self-indulgent, I guess. Listening to that.
Well,
and I mean, it is 3 minutes, so I just figured I'd get you up here. But
yeah, and then
you get it. I'm great. The show's great. You're glad to be here.
Because
thank you.
I really was thinking about it. This one hits way better than part 2. As I say, sometimes I can't touch the original.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still like part 2 though. Part 2 was good. I think I don't remember the length of part 2, but I remember it maybe being a little too long. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think that it's,
and then what I did with that one was I tried to, since we both are stands of Eminem, I even tried to.
Yeah, I remember that. That was cool. Cool. Do you get a number on the counter now, or? We're gonna keep alluding to this inside joke, and nobody's gonna know what the fuck we're talking about for like 2 weeks.
Exactly. Just wait for the mic to drop.
Wait for it. All right. Yeah, we got some shit for you.
Yeah. Because I'm now thinking, because this was a story I was working on, right? So I just changed your character's name, and now I'm seeing that you're going into the woods and whatever, and the title is Out of the Woods. So I guess just be careful going into the woods, okay? And hopefully it doesn't end up.
I live in the woods. I walk 50 feet that way. I can get to the trail of the mountain, man. I live in the woods. We in the woods right now. There's probably a pack of fish in my backyard right now.
Guess what? So let's see if you get out of the woods.
Every time
this version.
Every time I go to work in the morning, man.
Yeah, because as I say, this one I am.
So is this like a
It's like
Give me the
I
vibe
would-
on this one. Is it a tense
it-
vibe? Is it a spooky vibe? Is it a
it's
uplifting vibe?
supposed to be a spooky
Mhm.
vibe,
Alright.
but it also is one to make you think
All right.
about your
Alright,
own
cool.
actions. It's supposed to be like it's just like short chapters. So it's like 20, but it's not that long. So I'll say
Yeah,
like
no problem.
the chapter title and whatever. So because as I said, and we still I can't remember the guest who did it, but this is my version of something like what she did.
Oh, yes, I remember what you're talking about from
Yes.
earlier. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember what you're talking about. Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Well, I will I'll just drop myself out of here and I'll let you get to it.
Yeah. Hopefully it's less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, we have had authors on here read Brandon, what, for like fucking 20 minutes, I think? For yeah, we've had authors read on here for a very long time. But yeah, no, I got you, man. I get
Yeah,
myself
so
out of here.
Out of the Woods, Chapter 1. The Whispering Woods. In a small secluded village in Dabadi, the woods became alive with whispers. Locals spoke of strange occurrences and eerie visions in the woods. One night, a group of teenagers dared each other to venture into the heart of the woods, where it was said that Karma herself took form. Chapter 2. Legend of Cleaver. Stories of the past echo through Cleaver Woods. An old legend spoke of a hermit named Zami who was wronged by the villagers decades ago. They say he cursed the woods with his dying breath, ensuring that those who entered with ill intent would meet a gruesome fate. Chapter 3. The Deer. The group, led by a bold teenager named Dylan, laughed at off the warning. Oh, do you really believe that? As they entered the woods, armed with flashlights and bravado, as they ventured deeper, the air grew thick with tension. Shadows seemed to move with life of their own. Chapter 4. The First Sign. As they pressed on, they stumbled upon a clearing. In the center of the ancient sorry, as they pressed on, they stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood an ancient banyan tree, its bark scarred with strange symbol. Ski, the skeptic of the group, scoffed, but the ground beneath them began to tremble. An earthquake, an earthquake, whispering promises of retribution. Chapter 5. The Mark. Dylan felt a sharp pain on his arm. Lifting up his sleeve, he discovered a fresh, bleeding mark, mirroring the symbols on the tree. Panic set in as they realized this was no ordinary prank. The woods was truly alive, and each of them had been marked. Chapter 6. The First Sacrifice. Night fell, and the group decided to turn back, but as they retraced their steps, they found themselves lost. The tree seemed to close in on them. Suddenly, one of them, Brandon, was snatched away by the unseen forces. His scream echoed through the trees before abruptly cutting off. Chapter 7, Shadows of the Past. Terrified, the group pressed on. Memories of their past wrongdoings surfaced. Each step weighed down each one of guilt. The forest knew each of their secrets, whispering back to them with malicious delight, I know what he did last season. Chapter 8, The Haunting. As they wandered, they were haunted by visions of those who they had wronged. Each apparition was more grotesque than the last, their faces twisted in agony. The words fed on their fears, growing stronger with each passing moment. Chapter 9, Mirror Pool. The remaining group stumbled upon a pool of water. It reflected not their past or their present self, but it was a twisted and demented vision marked by misdeeds. Ski saw her reflection, her eyes hollow, her mouth stretched into a silent scream. Chapter 10, The Voice of Zami. A voice echoed through the woods, deep and resonant. It was Zami. Speaking from beyond the grave, he recounted the sins of each of the villagers who doomed his life. His voice raising in anger. The ground shook with rage. The trees closed in, all of them encaged. Chapter 11, The Descent. Desperation set in into the group as they tried to escape. The forest tightened their grip, and another member, Sonia, life was claimed by the shadows. Her body twisted and disappeared into the earth, leaving nothing but a chilling silence. Chapter 12, The Clearing's Curse. The remaining group stumbled back into the clearing with an ancient banyan. The aura of the maleficence surrounded the trees as the whispers grew louder and louder. Each voice accusing them of past sins. Dylan's arm throbbed, the mark glowing ominously. Chapter 13, Confronting Their Past. Desperate, Ski and Dylan realized they had to confront their wrongs to break the curse. They each confessed to their darkest secrets. The forest listened intently. Shadows wreathed, and the air crackled with tension. Chapter 14, Sacrifice. A ghostly figure emerged from the woods. It was Zami. His countenance was a mask of sorrow and vengeance. To the end of the curse, he demanded sacrifice. A terrified Dylan volunteered, hoping to save Ski and atone for their actions. Chapter 15, the ritual. As the forest responded with approval, Dylan stepped forward. Roots snaked around him, pulling him into the earth. His screams echoed. Soon they faded, leaving only the sound of rustling leaves. Chapter 16, Redemption. The forest quiet. Ski, now alone, felt a strange sense of peace. The mark on her arm vanished. The oppressive atmosphere lifted. The words released her, allowing her to find her way back to the village. Chapter 17, The Return. Ski emerged from the woods at dawn, forever changed by that night's events. The villagers, drawn by a commotion, listened in awe as she recounted the tale of the legend of Zami and the Cleaver Woods. Judgment spread once more. Chapter 18, Echoes in the Woods. Though the woods seemed calm, the village of Davidi remained wary. The whispers continued, reminding them of the ever-watchful presence of Karma. Those who dared to enter the woods did so with reverence and fear. Chapter 19, The New Beginning. Determined to honor Dylan's sacrifice, Ski dedicated her life to helping others, teaching the villagers the value of empathy and kindness. A circle of love grew slowly. The curse in the woods began to fade, its power waning with each villager good deed. Chapter 20, The Cycle. Despite the change, the legend of the woods endured. Future generations were warned of the forest judgment and its chilling reminder that Karma watched over the village and the woods, ready to echo retribution for those who strayed and those who sought demise. That is the story Out of the Woods.
Oh, sorry, someone killed me. I had to come back to life real quick. Yo, do you see me in the comments? I love that shit, bro. Dylan, yo, I am for sure that Dylan was the one killing everybody, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky kids and your dog. Dude, that shit was dope. Shit was dope, and the way you worked our names into it was so super fucking dope. You have my name in there, and fucking Brandon and Sonia.
And
Yeah,
Skedaddle.
Did you get her?
Yes.
Oh,
Ski.
Well, you just. Well.
Yeah, you know how.
Wait, hold on. Did you? I'm trying to remember. At the beginning of the story, there was a question I had for you, but then I got so wrapped up in the story. And now I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was. There was a question I had about her, and there was like something they said. Fuck. I knew I was gonna be forgetting everything tonight. That's another
you need
a ding on the fucking
the
meter.
dinger.
That's a ding on the meter. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yo, no, dude, that was really cool. And that was like I mean, like a classic ghost story too, and Oh, there was one thing I was gonna say too is, I mean, especially when it comes to like spookier tales or something like that, your accent really fits. Like there's certain accents that are
Oh,
great for
thank
stories,
you.
like a British accent or your accent or like I don't know, there's certain like accents that just make things feel more ominous. If that makes sense. And just like
Yes.
make the voice, like the voice of the story, just have a different vibe. And I just like your voice, overall, not just your accent, but just like the way you read it. It definitely fit the story, and it definitely had that like spooky, ominous vibe, despite my goofy comments over here that
Yes.
I was seeing going off in the fucking
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But no,
But
I just love.
and I am sure you get the way I actually work Cage name in it also.
Where was he? Where was he?
Yeah. No, you see, in one of them I
Yeah.
had instead of caged in, I said
Oh.
cage in.
Yeah, no, yeah. Now you're bending words. Now you're bending words like man, fucking Caleb, dude. That you're all right. I see what you did there. Okay, no, dude, that was dope. And like I said, I loved how you worked our names into it. I was just sitting there on the sidelines, fucking kill that Dylan guy. Yeah, that fucking Brandon dude was no good. Fucking kill him. Oh shit, yo. And Brandon,
And you
yo,
see, it
the
was
best thing is
Skedaddle who.
Brandon. Best thing is Brendan had to put up all those comments.
You see, and Skedaddle actually kept your name alive in the end.
Thank you for honoring my sacrifice. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh,
I gave a lot, to not be found out that I was the one killing you guys. So, thank you for honoring my sacrifice.
Sorry, Brandon. Sorry, Sonia.
Yeah, yeah. I went on a little spree there, and you know,
Wait, I'm going to put a ding on the other meter. Oh, wait, so is that your guilty conscience?
oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead. What about guilty conscience?
You remember on oh oh my gosh,
Do I remember?
oh my
I
gosh,
can sing
it's
it.
uh the new one. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
the new guilty conscience. What?
yeah.
Well, yeah. What about it? Guilty conscience 2. What about it? Yeah.
So your guilty conscience is fighting you about killing everyone in the forest, or
Yeah.
I should say in the woods.
It's my alter ego out there in the woods. You know,
Yeah,
playing
because
a little
yeah,
manhunt. You know.
yeah, because I don't know that how this literally came to me. I don't know why.
Hey.
A
Well,
few
apparently. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, about it was it last month or month before when I actually dreamt like something from childhood. There is a place called Cleaver Woods in Trinidad.
Oh, cool.
So it is like a sort of historic thing I use where the place it is called is Dabadee, so that's why I say Dabadee Village. So I try to bring a little bit of local culture into this story because
That's
I know
cool. I
a
like
lot of
that.
people when they say Trinidad they don't know anything. So I guess I am just promoting my country a little bit.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that. And I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but I like that we spoke a little bit more about your country too on
Mhm.
the other thing that we did. So fuck. See, I keep losing the question I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
but
We need Brandon start putting up a dinger every time he forgets a question or anything
is
about anything tonight.
Brandon don't got time for that, man. That shit would be in the hundreds by the time we're done. Shit, yo. Oh man. But no, I love how you did take the like your own culture and work it in there. But like I said, I'm in New Hampshire, and like basically all of New Hampshire is like woods, and I guess I don't know if that just if it's par for the course, but I guess that kind of comes with a lot of your ghost stories, a lot of your creature in the woods kind of stories.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like as far as folklore, that's the kind of shit I grew up on. One of my favorite. I mean, as far as legends or folklore or
Sorry.
whatever. Yeah, get out of
Oh,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
As
Look
far
who-
as legends,
Wait, I thought I killed him. Or you killed
hey,
him.
let's make another counter for every time fucking Brandon pops up unexpectedly. Oh shit. No, but so I mean, one of my favorite creatures in folklore is the skinwalker,
Oh,
or
yeah.
some might call it oh, there's a bunch of names for it. The skinwalker. There's a name that you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
Because it brings fear, and it's supposed to give the creature power because it feeds off fear. And so, but it's the name, and I ain't scared, so I'll just say it. If I can remember it. Fuck. Nagloshi. It's the Nagloshi. It's
Okay, I don't know.
the proper name for a skinwalker is a Nagloshi.
Okay,
And it's a
I
native.
will be
Yeah,
looking out.
it's a native. It's basically the Native American boogeyman.
Okay,
It's what
Nagloshi.
they tell their kids at night. To get them to behave. So
Uh, uh, because
and
what I I don't know if you could remember, it would have been, I think, one of the later shows last year, either November or December. I actually did a poem entitled Sukunya, and that is actually another folklore in our country.
oh
And
nice. What
yeah, yeah. So I think maybe I will take the next time I'm on, I might actually do that one, because I think right now that one a lot fitting for everything going on in the world.
Wendigo. That's the other word I was looking for.
Oh, when
They go by
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they're actually all. I mean, the way I understand it is they're all either the same creature or similar creatures. A Wendigo, a
Mhm.
Skinwalker, and a Nagloshi. A Nagloshi is so basically and I'll just like have a short little story time here. The legend is basically they were holy people, and they were healers. Basically the Native American version of like a priest. It's a holy shaman.
Mhm.
And basically what happened was, I guess, one of them got fucking greedy and started using its power, or no, it ate. I think it started with them eating human flesh, and that like the human flesh, like the act, not just the human flesh, but the act of doing it, like turned them evil
Mhm.
somehow, and then they like rebelled against the gods, and became a dark version of themselves, and which is now the Nagloshi. I don't know. I can go
Oh,
in
okay.
with I can go
Well,
in with
I'll
fucking mythology and shit all day, but
yeah. Well, I'll you're giving me some nice things to think about, and how I could work it into my stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's one of my favorite things to do is work like my favorite stories and fantasy elements and myths and legends and shit like that into my stories. I have a thing where I go fucking like I have a song where I do like I don't know, like 6 to 8 bars on fucking Marvel and DC characters.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of one. I can't even remember if I ever released it, or if it was one when I get frustrated, I just deleted. I actually wrote one. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. You remember in Marvel, the Ronan who was killing everyone with Thanos?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I literally wrote a nice little something, an ode to him.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
don't
mean,
know what.
that's kind of cool too because it's like a character that didn't get much spotlight, but then like
Mhm.
you take a character that's like literally like a side character and then you turn it into like the main
Mhm.
character of a piece. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. I want to see that. If you still have it, I'll send it to me and I'll check that out. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll see if I could find it. I hope I still have it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is if we talk too much longer, this is gonna turn into another deep cut. So let's get yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Hi,
Mhm.
kiddo.
what'd you guys think of the story? Sorry, I didn't give you much warning there, did I? Y'all like I could have been naked. Well, don't come on a live show if you're naked. That's all I gotta say. But
Why
you know
not?
what?
It might be fun.
COVID normalized 7 out of 10 people wearing no pants during the daily workday. So
Well, of course, Cage is the one who
he always
ruling
has
that.
his shirt off. He always has his shirt. We can never tell if this kid's naked.
I'm always naked. What the
He can
fuck?
just have
What do you
his
think you can
balls
see my
popped
lower
out in
half?
the wind
What
and
the
we
fuck?
wouldn't even know.
Bro, I've been naked.
He could just be walking around ass out, full fucking.
You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even
Just
know.
imagine now everybody is just gonna go home with the sleep tonight. Go to sleep tonight with the image of you just
No,
walking around fuck ass naked with nothing but headphones.
Quentin.
Yeah, no, but like that's for real though.
Why is it buck naked and not butt naked?
I don't fucking
What?
know.
Why
That's a
would it
good
be?
question.
What?
Bucks,
Oh,
isn't it Buck?
wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people say
I
Buck.
will give it to. Okay, let me go teacher mode here, because people get the idea of probably hearing the word "but," and for some reason in their mind it just gets screwed to "buck."
You actually, you
Probably.
know what? You want to hear something funny, and this is I guess it's time that I admit the truth in front of everyone. So for about 22 years, you know that little compartment, that little box that you open with the handle in your car, right? For
Mhm.
22 years, and I'll bring Brandon up here real quick, if he's here. For 22 years, I've been calling it. Oh God, this is
You're gonna
embarrassing.
do this shit. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna yeah. So I've been calling it a glove box, like GLUB, and I
Glove.
just now
Glove.
just now learned that is glove, like the things you put on your hand.
GLOVE.
On your
GLOVE. Yeah,
hand.
it's not.
Idiot.
For 22 years.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's
and
a glove box, bro.
Brandon
Glove.
just
You put
yeah, Brandon.
your thing in a glove. You know? Idiot. But hey, now that I
Yeah,
have
Brandon.
now that I have you all here,
Oh,
Uno,
jeez,
I want to tell you something.
Mhm.
I fucking love all of your pieces. Like, you are an amazing person.
Thank you.
Yeah, Uno, you
have
could make sandwiches, and Brandon would be like, "Uno, we love your sandwiches."
I'm taking them on. Trust me, I love you, man. Like, you are amazing. Okay?
Thank you.
But Dylan, I want to tell you, you're a fucking meatball. And I love you to
You're a
death.
fucking meatball.
You are a meatball.
Oh
Trust me,
shit. My
because
fucking leg is passing.
Oh,
I'm 5 years older than this kid, probably.
all right.
Like,
We get it. We get it. Thank you,
so,
Brandon. Oh, all right, guys. I'm gonna third guest. I can't even remember. There we go. Sorry.
Me.
I'm gonna get us to our yeah, it's you. I know. Sorry. I'm gonna get us to our third guest here. She's just like me. It's Skedaddle, everyone. I just sounded like Steve from Blue's Clues. It's Skedaddle, everyone. Get out your handy dandy Notebooking. All right. Enough with the jokes, folks. This is Skedaddle. She's a visual artist. She's also a commission artist, which means she will make art for you for money. If you didn't know what the word commission meant. So she makes really dope visual pieces. She paints, she draws, she does digital artist or what digital artist. She does digital art mostly at the moment, I believe. But I mean her drawing skills and some of her physical art that I've seen is I mean just some of the best fucking anyway. My clearly her art is better than my ability to put words together. And that's another tick on the dinger of times that I fucking my brain fails. Anyway, Skedaddle, she paints, she draws, you get the point. She's awesome. She's a really good friend of mine, so she's gonna forgive me for fucking up her intro. And you guys can go follow her on Twitter at skedaddles_art. That's SKEDADDLES_art. And on Instagram at x.skedaddles.art. And I'm gonna get her up here before I fucking Oh, we're on? We're on? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look, which camera? This one? Okay. How you doing?
I'm getting a little bit better. I found out recently that I actually don't have cerebral palsy, and it's most likely multiple sclerosis. So, been dealing with that.
I
But other than
don't
that,
know. I don't know. I don't know
do
if
you
that's
want the short, funny answer? Oh wait, you don't know what
well,
that's
yeah.
what.
Well, I mean, if you can go ahead and explain what it is, but I was just thinking more so like it's like both are bad news, so it's not like good news
MS
or
is way
bad news.
worse.
Well,
MS is way worse.
can that to be debated? Like one disease be like that's relative, right? Like depends on
Yeah, now
how
that I'm thinking about it, because
affects
both
someone's life.
both diseases are on a spectrum. So yeah, I guess you do have a point.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but well,
At
that
least for
really
me, MS is way worse.
well, yeah, no, yeah, that really fucking sucks. You're very purple. I like your hair.
Yes.
Everybody when we first got into the green room or whatever, everybody was commenting on your hair. I like your hair. It's very very purple. It's like literally almost like a wig, but I can tell it's your real hair.
Everybody's like, it's a
Yeah.
wig.
No, it's super purple. That's why it is super fucking purple.
All I did was
But
bleach it and then put some Arctic Fox over it.
yeah, no, and I mean, I think it's probably because you have like usually people with thin hair tend to die better. I think.
Yeah.
And then people with
And my
thick
hair is
hair.
usually thick, but I keep it shaved on the sides.
Well, that's dope. Well, anyway, I like your
I'm
purple
about
hair. I like the style. I'm sorry to hear about your bad news, but I'm glad that you're here and you're still making art and you're back on the circle.
Hey, I wouldn't miss it for the
Yeah,
Buckle World. This is like my favorite shit, honestly.
hell yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I try to make it, a cool place to chill out and, be yourself. I'm certainly being myself tonight.
That's for fucking sure.
Oh man, I don't know. My brain is like half gone. I told you I don't know if I mentioned I know I mentioned it in the green room, but I don't know if I mentioned it on the live show yet. Dylan's not here tonight. He sent it. I sent my evil twin, and I'm filling in, and so whatever comes out of this fucking shithole comes out. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's what it is.
Well, I'm ready for it. It's already been funny as shit. So.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it. So I'm ready for some art here. Which one do you want to go with first?
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with sorbet first.
All right. And okay, so now explain what a sorbet is. You said it was like
It's like an ice dessert. I don't even really know exactly what it is.
So now tell me, it's an ice cream dessert. Now tell me, why exactly? Now move a little to the other side. No, the other side.
Is there?
Oh, it's not gonna work. It's too big. Well, hold on.
Right.
Hold on. Let's see. What the fuck can I do? Hang on. Is there a way I can? I don't know.
We'll just.
I don't know if that's any better.
We'll work with it. We'll work with it.
Move over to the side real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. That works. Okay.
I call it sorbet because of the colors in the background. Sorbet is usually like a pastel rainbowy color.
Sorry again. My bad.
Fuck off, Brandon.
Shit.
But it's yeah, it's just rainbow.
Yeah, it does kind of remind me of like like those big tubs of sherbet that you get where you like.
Oh, I'm thinking of sherbet, not sorbet.
Oh, that's great.
Fuck you.
He didn't even put the title up, so it's okay. He didn't even put the title up.
Okay, whatever.
Shit.
It's sherbet. Whoever says I called it sorbet earlier is delusional. Go, you're schizophrenic.
Oh, we should just keep it. We should just keep it sorbet, just to confuse people. Like they're gonna be like, because at first I was like, now if you had named it sherbet, I would have been like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But when you said sorbet, not only did I not know what a sorbet was, but I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with ice cream? Yo, that's so good. That's awesome.
Big brain moment. Yeah, I didn't have a second piece, so I threw this bitch together in like 2 hours. Like 2 hours. Like I again finished this piece like, fuck you, Brandon. It's like I can't remember if it was the last time I was on or the last time before last that I threw the piece together like 2 hours before I went on. Like finished it right before we went on. Did the same thing again.
So, all right. Now you were explaining a little bit in text, but like you said you draw a part and then you mirror. You use a tool to mirror certain things so that you can duplicate it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a kaleidoscope mirror. It happens in real time. So as I'm drawing on like you see that like wide hourglass looking shape.
Yeah.
As I'm drawing that one, the other 4 are being drawn as well.
That's fucking dope.
It is pretty awesome.
Oh, do you go out in layers or do you go by sections around in a circle?
I go by sections.
So you go like here and then.
I start from You
start from the inside or you start from the outside?
Inside.
Oh, that's crazy, and you work your way out. That is nuts, dude. And then you only do it on one side, and then it duplicates 4 times.
Yeah.
That's
It,
that's a
and then
mind fuck.
and
'Cause
with
now I'm looking at it trying to figure out where it stops and where it begins again. I
fuck your
can't.
brain, huh?
It's fucking my brain, yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's really fucking cool. And you know what, man? I really love, like, there's some things I hate about technology, but the way it is advanced to help artists, both writing artists and digital art, like, like visual artists, like technology has advanced so much and become such an awesome tool. Like the shit, we have an artist on here that comes on sometimes and does, shows off his 3D printing. And
That's awesome.
yeah. God, I can't. I'm trying to remember his fucking poet name and I always forget his fucking poet name.
Does he make hats?
No, it's his. I know his YouTube off the top of my head. I know his. Why do I always forget? No, it's Exoskeleton. I'm sorry. Yeah. Red Designs on YouTube, Exoskeleton. Yeah, he
Yeah,
makes
I think I was on
Yeah,
here.
you were on a
with
show
him one
with him.
time.
You were on a show with him, and he makes 3D art, and he makes like hats and action figures and all sorts of cool shit.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah,
dope.
he's fucking dope. But I just love how technology has advanced so much and given artists the tools to make such crazy fucking shit. Like, it wasn't the last time, but the time before that, you came on here with some 3D shit, like there's some shit that you had
Mhm.
drawn to look 3D, and oh man, that shit, like, that fucked with my brain hardcore. Because literally, like, the shading of the blue and the red and the blue and the red, and it wasn't only 3D, but it literally was like a. Do you remember like Spy Kids or Spy Kids 3 or like Shark Boy and
You
Lava Girl?
said I
Like
I
that,
remember watching Shark. Yeah,
that like if you took the glasses off, everything would be blue and fucking. It was literally like that, and it was so fucking mind blowing. But yeah, the shit that like shit you conceptualize of like, I mean, the 3D thing was awesome, and then this is like just the conceptualizing. Like, do you have an idea of when you're drawing one section of it, what it's gonna look like when you're done, or you're like, is it a
I
surprise to you?
doodle and make sure. Like I just doodle till it looks good. This is
All right.
doodles.
Have you noticed that part of it looks like a frog? So I
What
mean, I
part
don't
looks
know if
like a frog?
I don't know if I'm just stoned, but all right. So the hourglass, right? If you look at the hourglass, the top of the hourglass is the mouth, and then there are two eyes. Like, I don't know if you can see that, or if I'm just fucking. Can anyone else see
I
that?
think you're
Can
stoned.
anyone else see that, dude? Because I see a frog face.
Oh, I see like an
I swear
angry
to
frog
God,
face if I look at it upside down.
I swear to God.
The mouth and then those two slits are the eyes.
Yeah, like,
And
okay.
it's like angry. He's angry. It's an angry frog.
Yeah, like, okay, those two spirals.
Oh, the
above-
spirals?
above-
What?
The two, like, I don't know. the two,
Oh shit! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that is totally a fucking frog.
I don't know. Can anyone else see that? Because I don't know. I
Yeah.
might be, we might be just tripping, but yeah, I mean, I'm
If you
sure
look
you
at
looked
those
at
two
this.
segments together.
If you looked at this for long enough, I'm sure you could find all sorts of shit. I mean, I was in placement, so I just had a lot of time to just stare at the ceiling, and I used to pick out faces all the
I
time on
didn't
the
even
ceiling.
mean to do that. That's awesome.
No, it really looks like a frog face. I don't. Maybe that's just
No,
me.
I see.
Maybe that's the spirit of my mom speaking to me because she loved frogs. I don't know, but it just looks like a frog to me. I mean, I obviously saw the hourglass, but
But if
then
you look
yeah,
at those two segments
upside
together,
down.
it's a
I'm
fucking
talking about
frog.
if I'm talking about that upside down. So if you look at the bottom one, right, and that's
Yeah.
staring right at you. I don't know. It's a frog to
Now
me.
I can't unsee the frog now.
Yeah, right now. No, once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it either. He's just staring at me. 5 of them are just staring at me. But no, dude, this is, I mean, especially for like a doodle, even one section of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so intricate. Every part of it is so intricate. It's just like, where does it stop and where does it begin again? I don't even know. Like, and you can try to find. Okay, like, okay, this is a similar shape, and then this is a similar shape, and then it starts it. But like, it's a mind fuck. And it not only is a mind fuck this way, like around in a circle, but it's a depth mind fuck too, because you're literally if you look at it the right way, it literally feels like it has stacked shelf layers, and you can fall into a fucking pit. Like, it's like a hole you could fall into if you look at it the right way and let your and that the way you look at that. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, look right dead center in the middle of the fucking thing, and don't let your eyes drift. Just look dead center, and you'll see how it becomes
That's
3D.
weird.
It becomes 3D, and it feels like like you could just jump into it like it's a well, or honestly, to me, it looks like one of those, those Mario those Mario pipes. If you look dead
Yes.
center. And you, yeah, it feels like a rainbow Mario pipe. That's just like a psychedelic Mario pipe. Yeah.
Sonia and Ono, I think says they both see the frog too.
Is that in the private comments or the regular comments?
Yeah, the private comments.
Oh, all right. Word. Yeah, they see. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna get the piece out of here, so start fucking with my brain, and I'm gonna get the guests up here, see what they think about it. Dude, this is a cool format. I should do this from now on. I like
Just
this.
like close up.
Yeah, do you like the way this
Yeah.
looks? This is kind of cool because you can still see the Lost Boys logo. I might do this when I'm interviewing people, especially for deep cuts. I might do this from now on. That's cool. Whoa.
Well, look at that.
Oh, that's a lot
right.
better.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I mean, it actually feels a lot closer, especially even when we're all up here. That's really dope. I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Which setting?
Yeah.
Is that? I'll remember that. Cool. Season 2, we're learning new things. So, what do you think of her freaking psychedelic froggy mushroom tube?
I am going to add one more thing, because when you look at it, not where the hourglass is, but where it forms like the eyes for the frog. If you look on the other side, make it look like a praying mantis sort of kind of face. If you look at it.
Oh my god! It's like a Cyclops praying mantis.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're fucking with me, guys. You guys are fucking with me. I gotta get my eyes checked now. Oh.
And I just love the rose hearts in the center.
Thank you.
Do you use a certain program to draw with?
I use an app called Ibis Paint X. There's Ibis Paint, that's the paid for version, but you can get it on X, you can get everything for 18 hours with an ad. So like
I'd rather have the paid version.
Yeah. I'm too broke for all that.
But I really love your art, but I wanted to say something to you that has nothing to do with your art. Your MS diagnosis, I know it's got to be rough to deal with, but
I'm not fully diagnosed yet. So
you see, they thought I had MS, but I ended up having fibromyalgia.
Okay. I didn't realize that was a diagnosis. I thought that was like a symptom.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
okay.
And what happened is,
diagnosis.
yeah, and what happened is, going into a special ed mode here, you see, with cerebral palsy is majority of the times you're born with it. But
and that's
with
what they
MS,
thought.
Yeah, but with MS, it will actually grow into you. But in both cases, and sometimes the MS is an easier one to deal with because it's a minor shift versus where CP is lifelong, and it takes a way more things for you to have to get it, because severe MS,
severe cases.
yeah, because With severe MS, that is when you might need a wheelchair. But CP, majority of the time, you would need
Yeah.
yeah. But
See, and
don't
that's
worry.
the other thing we were thinking about. Because, like,
Yeah.
I do need mobility aids, but not all the time. And cerebral palsy doesn't have flare ups like that.
Yeah.
And see, it
Yeah.
might be fibromyalgia because that's what I deal with too. There are months at a time I can't barely walk because it hurts so bad. Sometimes it hurts to just have your clothes against your skin.
See, we might be also looking at fibromyalgia, but the main reason we think it's MS is also my I don't want to call them intellectual problems. I just have very poor
well, that could be
memory
a
and
Yeah.
that could be a
Yeah.
sign of fibromyalgia too, though, because that right there, it's called fibro fog.
okay.
And
Yeah.
don't forget, your brain is a
Okay.
muscle.
So it may be
Yes.
fibromyalgia. That sounds
Yeah,
like
it may
an
be.
easier diagnosis than
And-
MS.
Yeah, like
It
I
is.
said, your brain
It
is
is.
a
It's a
muscle.
lot
and
easier.
I think so we just did a bunch of lab tests, and I think this doctor's appointment I'm gonna be going to get an MRI on my brain to see if there's
Okay.
any lesions, because if there's lesions, then that like also points to MS. So
Hmm.
Well, good luck.
Mhm.
Good luck. Fingers
fingers
crossed.
crossed. But thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And hold on to your art. Hold on when things get rough, as far as like the pain and all that goes, regardless of what diagnosis it is, because regardless, it's painful. Hold on to your art. Always look for those lighter things in life. Don't get sucked up in that darkness, because
Oh
the
no,
more the more depressed and dark you get, the worse your
the
body is
more I'm
gonna
gonna
hurt.
hurt.
Yep.
I've
Yeah,
noticed them
I mean,
like when I get into depressive episodes, my flare ups are so much worse.
Yes.
healthy mind. You have to have a
Healthy
healthy mind
mind,
to have a
healthy
healthy
body.
body. Yeah, and I mean,
Exactly.
the more worry and anxiety you carry and throughout you, and this is like true for everyone, your immune system is
Go sit
physically
down somewhere.
affected by your anxiety. The more stressed out you are, the more likely you are to get the common cold. That is a fact. That is
Because
a scientific
Yeah.
your body is in survival mode and letting off things like adrenaline and stuff, so your immune system's fucked.
So yeah, I mean, try to stay happy, try to stay up, and keep using your art. You took the words right out of my mouth, for real. But yeah, I want to bring her up. So I'm gonna get you guys out of here, and I'll catch you again in a couple minutes. Let's see here. Do Mr. Sonia. Uh, I've got your stuff right here. Yeah, I did update it. Okay. So she's got some updated socials. Oh,
Can I come up soon?
yeah. What? Give me. Well, no, because you just dropped out of the thing completely. Your phone keeps glitching out. All right. Anyway, guys. Fucking. Just. It's it every time he leaves the thing and then logs back into it on his phone. It pops this thing up automatically because he's an admin. Um. Which I have no control over that. So I apologize. Neither does he. So, but anyway, Mr. Sonia is back again. She's got some new updated socials. So forget all the old ones and everything I've ever told you about where to follow her. That doesn't matter now. Mr. Sonia Gray, she's a poet and energy reader. You guys can go follow her Facebook page. It's just light capital letters LIGHT, or it's the at for it is light.658355. But the page is light, so go follow her on Facebook at light, and you can follow her on Snapchat at Sonia underscore Gray 2024. That's SONYA underscore Gray 2024. And I'm gonna play her flyer and get her up here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, so I have a question before we get started, real quick.
Okay.
How do you so you actually are the one who requested to have, energy reader and whatever your title underneath on your
Uh-huh.
that's the first time I've ever done that. Like what do you think about that? Should I start doing that for people from now on? Should I
Definitely.
your
Yeah.
title? Yeah, because I did it on yours and I was like, oh, that looks really cool and that really works. And it's get out of here, Brendan.
Yeah, I really like the
Um
way it looks.
yeah. I think I might start doing that from now on. And this format too, where we're kind of like more up close and personal.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
So
it
hey,
better.
season two, we're learning new things. All right. Well, so tonight, are you gonna be doing? You said you mentioned doing some readings. You also mentioned reading some stories. So I don't know if you're gonna do
Yeah,
both or.
I'll do both.
All right. So what are you gonna
So
start with?
I'm probably gonna read a little bit of a story that I wrote or that I was writing. I never even finished it, and I started it like 3 years ago, probably. But I'm gonna read a
Okay.
little bit of that, and then on the when I come back next time, then I'll do. Oh no, is that how you say his name?
Oh no, yeah, it's an abbreviation. So it's ONO is how
Yeah,
you
I'll do
pronounce it.
his, and then Brandon wanted his read too, so I can do them both at the same time.
All right. All right. Cool.
Like
Cool.
I'll do Ono's first because he has first, and then after that I'll do Brandon's, and then
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Brandon might be having a little trouble with his phone. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I know
okay.
if not him, then I know Caleb um will.
Yeah,
And
Caleb said that he
but
would he would volunteer.
we'll see. We'll see how many we have time for.
Okay.
But because it is already almost at 2 hours. But so we'll kick it off with the story. And you said this one is untitled.
Yeah, it's untitled. I started it 1/4 of 2021.
Oh, okay, crazy.
Yeah, so it's untitled. I like I said, I haven't finished it yet, but I'll read some of what I have.
All right, I'll
I
drop
might
myself out of here,
do
and I'll drop myself out of here first, and I'll let you get to it.
okay. So this is a story that I started writing in January of 2021, and I haven't finished it. I haven't even titled it, but I'll read y'all some of what I've got. Sarah never imagined she would have to get lost to find herself. She was just your average 17-year-old girl. School, her parents, and her crush Jacob. That was all that really existed in her small world in West Virginia. She knew nothing of the things that existed outside of it. No angels or demons, and definitely neither one of them hunting her. Sarah grew up in a small white house, a simple living. Her mother was an elementary school teacher, and her father was an accountant at a law firm. He had been there for as long as she could remember. She was only a child, and because she was an only child, and because of this, her parents kept a close eye on her. Some would say she was sheltered, but she didn't really think so. Her parents would tell her all the time that she was special, their miracle baby, their little angel. Sarah could recall being young, growing up in the arms of her father, saying softly that she could be anything that she wanted. That she could be anything she wanted to be. Her mom had apparently had many miscarriages before she finally came along. which explains why they were so protective of her. It was, and school was starting in just 1 month. It's absolutely amazing how so much can change in such a short amount of time. Sarah's dad, Richard, was out late one night getting a few things from a convenience store when tragedy struck. He saw the three guys come in. They looked as if they were up to no good, but for the moment, he paid them no mind. In and out is what he thought. Get my things, get my things, and get my things, mind my own business, and I'll be out of here in a flash. But that's not what happened. He heard the first guy shout at the cashier, "Give me the money." Suddenly there was a gun in his face. The man behind the register was as white as a ghost. Richard tried to leave the store, but to no avail. A second man stood, blocking the exit. He held a very large gun in his right hand. Slowly, he raised the gun to Richard. Richard's mind was racing, trying to think of another way out. All the while, a third man was behind the register, taking money out from underneath the safe. Richard knew that he was not going to make it out alive. His last thoughts were those of his family, of Sarah with her red hair blowing in the wind as he swung her around as a child, of her laughter. He thought of Sarah's mother too, of how they kissed under the mistletoe at Christmas. He thought of her long brown hair and how he would absently run his fingers through it, of how he loved her hair. He doesn't know how long the robbery was in progress. It could have been hours for all he knew. What he did know was that if he was going to die that summer night, he was taking one of the guys with him. Do something with him, one of the men shouted. He couldn't have said which one it was. They were all no more than a blur to him. There was something about them that didn't seem right, didn't seem quite human. They were fast and amazingly strong. The guy still blocking the door, the one that still currently held the gun to him, gave a cruel smile. He raised his gun and pointed at Richard's face. He pulled the trigger, but nothing happened. For a moment, Richard couldn't react quickly. He gained his composure, and when he did, he caught the guy off guard. Richard kicked hard, nailing the guy in the stomach. The gun hit the floor and slid a few feet away from both of them. He then swung a punch, connecting with the guy's jaw. The guy hit the ground. The other two were busily wrestling with the man behind the counter. The guy got to his feet and tried to go after Richard, but he didn't know that in the time that it had taken him to get up, Richard had gotten the gun. As he saw the guy moving towards him, he didn't bother to aim. He simply pulled the trigger. The sound was deafening. A loud shot rang out across the small building. Then there was another shot. They had killed the man behind the register. And now Richard knew he was next. He ran for the back aisles as shot after shot rang out. There wasn't much room to hide in this small space. One shot hit Richard in his left arm, and pain exploded through his body. He couldn't tell where the shots were coming from. Peeking out from the large stack of soda cans he was currently nestled behind, he pulled the trigger again. One of the men screamed, but they kept firing. Bottles were shattered. Suddenly there was quiet. A haunting kind of quiet, like the calm before a storm. Then there was a man in front of him, the barrel of a gun pointed mid-center. This man was obviously the leader of this group. His eyes were dark as night, and for a moment, Richard could have swore they turned blood red. Please let my family know that I love them, and let Sarah know that all the things we kept from her was to protect her. Maybe now that I'm gone, Kathy will tell her the truth. These were Richard's last thoughts before the guy pulled the trigger. Richard was dead before he hit the ground. And that's all for right now.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, that was That was crazy. It reminded me of a song by do you know who NF is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of a song by NF. It's literally just called Story. And so that's the first thing it reminded me of. It is kind of how yours is just like it's a story. It doesn't have a title, it just speaks for itself. And I like
That's
how
what it's called on my phone, is Story. That's all I have it in
story,
there
and I
under as.
love that. And interestingly enough, the song that I'm talking about is it is literally the story of a gas station robbery. Um in which I can't exactly remember how the whole thing goes. But yeah, it reminded me of that, not just because of the title or the the lack of a title where it just kind of speaks for itself, but of just the whole real gritty nature of it. And I think there aren't, at least not that I've heard, too many stories, um, you know, based in reality like that. You know,
Hmm.
they're based really in that gritty reality, and it really makes you feel like you're in the moment, and it's just like it feels like they're real people who are just struggling to survive in the moment, and you know the thing about people that's different about characters is people are unpredictable, and people make mistakes, and people do crazy things in the moment. And you really made them feel less like characters and more like people.
Thank
um
you.
so I really like that. I really like that. um and yeah, I mean, just your I love the tone of it too. The way you read it, I'm a big like Audible, like audiobook type of person, and
Hmm.
so I'm always looking out for like, the way you read it, and the tone, and everything, and you're very good with that too. So I really
Thank
like it,
you.
and I want to see where it goes from here. That's
It
really
actually
awesome.
it has quite a bit more. It
That's
has
awesome.
quite a bit more.
Well, I appreciate you sharing a bit with us. And yeah, I mean, like that verse I shared with you earlier, I have a little bit more written, but it's like bars that I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know if that's going in yet or not. So yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah. I just haven't worked on it in a very long time.
Yeah, no, I mean, sometimes though that's good. I mean, and like me and Caleb were talking about earlier, how like sometimes we'll write a piece and then we'll, wait on it for even years at a
Yeah, and
time,
then
and
come
then
back to it.
right, right, yep, yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to do that
Yeah.
for sure.
Apparently, because I loved Caleb's piece.
I feel like I'm like too close now, or something. Like I'm getting like a weird. There we go. Sorry, I was just feeling like I'm like too close or something. Oh, hey yo, there we go.
Oh, you're muted.
I said now it can look like a real podcast, but then I fucking muted myself like a fucking amateur. So anyway, yeah, no, that was a great story. I really like that. I want to bring
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring these other artists up and see what they thought about it. My man Cage, did you catch it? Are you busy? He might. Are you?
Yeah, I caught it.
What'd you think,
Yeah, I
man?
caught
I
it.
know you. I know you're.
It
I
was
know
nice.
you and
Look,
listening to
Richard,
audio stories is not your thing, but
it's hard. It's real hard. But like Richard, he be a dude. He be a dude. All right. Like I feel like I was able to feel sorry for a guy. It wasn't too long to where I couldn't understand. And then I also didn't get a comment on skedaddles, or I didn't get a comment on onos. On onos,
oh man,
I couldn't do that one. Couldn't do that one. I had stuff going on in IRL in real life, right? So and I'm sorry for that. But you already know I'm gonna go back to this episode and I'm
Sit
gonna swear.
down.
But and with skedaddle, oh my god! And with skedaddle, the art was cool. It reminded me of the Ouroboros. And I'm saying this all now because I didn't get a chance to
mm,
comment.
sorry about
Right, but it
that, man.
reminded me. You're cool, and it reminded me of the Ouroboros, and that was cool. And y'all had some really nice pieces. I couldn't hear Ono's, and I'm sorry, Ono. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I have 4 kids I'm trying to deal with, but like I will listen to it. I promise.
And
But
if y'all don't know what the Ouroboros is, it's the symbol of the snake eating its own tail, and it symbolizes how time has no beginning and no end.
yep, exactly. And it's
yeah.
my favorite symbolism within anything. I use it a lot. I have a couple songs about it.
Yeah, no, I've heard
And
those. Yeah.
so, and that's kind of what it reminded me of because of the hourglasses and the imagery that was in it. And now that I got all that out, to Sonia, the song, not the song, but the story. I'm drunk. The story was awesome. It was great. I'm bad with audio stories, but I kind of understood what you were getting at with the whole Richard thing that was going on. That was pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like the story that you portrayed.
I think when y'all get to hear the more of it, it's gonna take y'all for a twist because it's not going in the direction y'all think it is.
Mm.
Oh,
Well,
so it's
Well,
not
I'll be
finished.
excited to
Sorry,
hear that.
I've been talking a lot too because there's stuff going on, and I'm trying to like do everything at one time. So if there's more to it, that'd be cool. I would listen to it.
yeah,
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
yeah, because it also makes you think about who is the Richards that we see in our day-to-day life that we don't even think about. That is what I started to really wonder. Who do we see related to that character? Because we often overlook them and we need them, they need us.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and I like that too. That's what I was kind of saying too. Is like about how they feel. It feels real. It feels like real life. They feel like real people. Yeah, you did a great job with that. It's fantastic.
Y'all make me feel so good because like I don't ever feel like I'm that good of a writer, but y'all make me feel good.
Hi guys. Oh,
Popping in. uh, Skedaddle, what did you think? Oh,
Muted.
you're muted.
Whoops.
There
Anyway,
you
the way you narrated it and actually painted a picture of the gas station was beautiful. Like I saw the coolers in the back and then like a couple other coolers on the sides. Like you painted the gas station. It was awesome. And all these
Thank you.
stories today are gonna make me want to get back into my short stories. Short
You
stories.
should.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I
Yeah.
might.
honestly, me too. I like whenever I hear an author come on here and read some stories, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get. And actually, I read part of one that I wrote a while ago on one of the shows. It's the first time I've ever done a story on here. But I might have to get back into some story writing too. We'll see how.
I used to have a 14 chapter. Each chapter had over 100 pages or more.
God.
In like elementary school of a fan book of FNAF, and my fucking school deleted my account, including that book. I was so mad.
Yeah,
I would've been
I
mad,
lost
too.
a lot of shit to the school account too. I had too
Not
much shit stored.
GHS.
Yeah, I mean, no, different schools that I went to, I just lost shit on all the school accounts. Really sucks,
Yeah,
but
we were just talking about this, Dylan.
yeah. I lost a bunch of shit on my old school accounts. Yeah, I just told you that the other day. I remember.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, it happens when you graduate. They just shut your account down. There's nothing you can do about
Well,
it.
I got
No,
kicked out
no,
of school. That's why they did it.
Oh, there you go. I mean,
no. Well, I will say the worst thing is not even that. Is when you actually used to use only cloud storage, you get hacked and lose everything because of that.
oh yeah, I remember that
15
happened to you.
years.
Yeah, you're telling me that just happened to you.
Mhm.
Well, shit, man. Well, rest in peace to our lost work.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wherever it may be now, rest in peace to our lost work.
Yeah, well, as I say, it's never that lost because
So
they'll always have it somewhere.
in the
We just
interest
don't
of
have
time,
access to it.
yeah. I was gonna say, in the interest of time, do you want to do Uno? Do you want to do your reading now?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna get you two up on screen, and I'll just sit back and see what happens because I really I think Sonia's read for me once, but I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
seen her read. I don't think I've ever seen her read someone else. Or so I'm just gonna sit back and watch this. Okay.
So you should feel special. I have never read for anyone live.
Uh, well, yay!
Yeah. And I know we talked earlier and you said you would just like a general love reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle my cards and I don't really need any information from you. Like I don't need her name or nothing like that. I just need you to breathe. That's all I need. Just breathe.
Yes, and I see you have a nice co-host doing your reading in the back.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a big horse. She's very big. She's my roommate. Her name
And
is Charlie.
wait, no, my Charlie is outside.
Oh, you
We
have a
don't have
Charlie too?
yes, but a male, and he is what 15, maybe 16 years.
She is 2.5, I think. Yeah, I think she's about 2.5 years old. Her name is Charlotte, but her mama calls her Charlie.
Ah, and is that another one next to you?
Yeah, well, there's a few of them here. Aphrodite,
Uh,
come here. Come here, Aphrodite. Taquito, I wasn't talking to you. Come here, Aphrodite. This is mine, and her name is. Come here. This is mine, and her name is Aphrodite. Say hi,
oh,
Daddy. I wasn't.
oh,
Yeah.
wow! You got a few helpers to do the
Yes.
reading. Very good. So I know
Okay,
it
I
will
got one more
be a good
card.
reading.
Oh, hold on. My earpiece fell out. Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. I gotta get my glasses, y'all. I'm a little blind. Give me just a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 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 So it looks like within this relationship, both of y'all are both giving people, you know. It's but y'all gotta learn to balance. There has to be a balance. You can't give more than you take, and you have to be okay with accepting somebody caring for you. It seems to be hard for you to accept someone to care that can care for you. You hold your flaws against yourself. You hold your past relationships against yourself. In this relationship, you're not going to be able to do that. You have to be just as open receiving as you are giving. It's like you have to learn from your past mistakes, because if you don't, then you're going to repeat them. And then also, it's like, don't rush things, because if you rush things, you're going to get burnt out on your relationship real fast. You're going to get bored with it, you know? So it's important to take your time and just let things flow the way they're supposed to flow. You can't rush something it's like God isn't going to give you something that you're not ready for yet. Not only is he preparing her for you, but he's preparing you for her at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Short reading.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And as I said, I comfortable with your co-readers all around. I see them.
Yeah. And I haven't. That's the first time I've done a live reading. So
I like that. That was interesting. And I like that. I like that it's a cool addition to the show too, because I think what we do here is, mainly about giving advice and helping people through their, why is my, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, um
Mhm.
giving advice and helping people through their shit. And so I really think that your readings are a great addition to the show. Um but yeah, that was really cool. That was really cool, and that was some really great advice. Just I mean, in for you particular, I don't know how it resonated with you, and I'll let you sort through that in your own time. But just I mean, I took that advice to heart. Is because I tend to do that in my own life. Is kind of carry baggage that I've had into other relationships, not just romantic relationships,
mhm.
but baggage that I have with people, and I carry it in. Oh no, he dropped out. He'll come back. But yeah, I tend to sometimes carry baggage that I've had in the past into other relationships, and yeah, I think that's for some really good advice. Is to just let go and be in the moment and be in the now.
Yeah, it was cool being able to do a live reading because, like I said, I've never done a live reading
Yeah,
before.
yeah, no, I can tell you're super excited. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey Caleb, do you got something going on? Do you wanna get your uh cards read? You ready? All right, man. I'll get
I'm
Caleb
about
up
to get my
here,
cards ready.
and
Okay.
we'll see what's going on with him. All right.
All
Okay.
right, bet. I was just saying, I'm feeling pretty positive right now about my situation. Okay, like I'm feeling
Yeah.
good. I have a lot of
So you
I
want
have a
just a
lot of
general
energy,
reading
so that
then?
I want you to do whatever you feel is best.
Okay. Okay. Same as last time. Just all I need you to do is breathe while I
That's
shuffle.
okay. That's fine. I'm projecting energy. I see aura. Okay, so like I see the energy people produce. So like I'm very strong spiritually connected.
I've always been spiritually connected, but it's always been like a stereotype type of deal. Okay. And one on the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Give me just a second, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Take your time. Also, would it be possible that I could also? I like tarot cards. I've done a few readings. What kind of deck do you use?
I just use a starter deck. It's a learner's deck. It's got the words and stuff
Oh,
on
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. So right now you have you're dealing with a lot of things. Like you have a lot of different projects that you're currently working on, you know,
That is true.
and it's all, mm, be careful what you choose. Be careful why you choose it. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Okay.
choose something for, don't choose it because it's like, okay, yeah, I can do this, or more like it's quick, you know? Don't do it because it's easy. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
All right. That's okay. All right.
Okay, and then it's like there's with that being said, there are people that are fixing to start coming against you, people that you thought were for you, that you have probably noticed that don't seem to be all up par like you thought they were.
That's crazy. Okay. Okay.
And then it's the same. It's like you feel like people that were supposed to help you build your dreams have lately been shattering your dreams. Relationships, like love relationships, your family, it's like just a lot of disharmony that's been in your life lately. But the
You
thing is, you are going to come out of it because this project that you're working on, this big project that you're working on, you're going to come out on top. So those who are for you are going to be for you. Those who are against you, just let them be. That's just what it is. They're not
just
meant to
let
be
them
up
be.
there with you.
You
And that's the
don't
end of your
appreciate
reading.
how much that I was saying, you don't appreciate how accurate that was, okay? Because that was a lot of information that was very accurate. That was a lot of information that was needed to hear. That was a lot of information that's been going on in my life that's crazy. You're doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
Okay,
you.
because
Thank you.
that was that was very accurate and it made a lot of sense involving my life. Okay, that was nuts. I'm not gonna lie, that was crazy. All right. That was crazy.
And I've
So
been doing
I
this now for about 2 years.
well, you're doing a good job, and I appreciate the thought because there's a lot of people that's been helping me that I've been worried about not helping me, and I can see how it could fall. So it's very interesting to have that second opinion. You did a very good job, and I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, shit, man. Look at this girl just pick you apart like a
It was
fucking
crazy,
orange.
bro. It was
She just
crazy.
peeled you
That
apart
was
like an
nuts.
orange.
That was
Shit, yo,
nuts.
that's.
That was
I mean,
nuts.
yo,
You're doing a
that's
good
crazy
job.
too. That's crazy too because like I was just talking to Uno earlier today about how there are people that matter in this world and there are people that don't. And the best thing about life is that you get to decide who those people are. And
Mhm.
the thing is that the people don't matter. They can't drain your energy. You don't spend any energy on them. You spend all of your energy on the people who matter and the things that matter. And you got to prioritize and figure out what matters to you and what you want to spend your energy on. And, like she said, man, yeah, there are snakes in the grass. Watch yourself.
All,
There's snakes.
especially
There's
not
snakes
for me.
everywhere. There's
Especially now.
snakes everywhere, right, bro? Especially places you don't think they're gonna be. Like,
And the thing is to don't let nobody take your energy. Don't let nobody take
Fuck
that
no.
light from you that you have. Don't let nobody dim that. Don't come down to their level because that's not you.
I can't wait to do this song, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. All right, because everything that you have mentioned is relative to the song that I'm about to do.
hell yeah, yo! It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. I mean, that's the perfect fucking segue right there. If I couldn't have made a better one myself, and I'm the host. So, what's this next one you got for us, man?
Came from the dirt.
Came from the dirt. Yo, I've heard a little bit of this. I don't know if I've heard the whole thing, but
No, I've added since you've seen it, man. I've added.
yeah, yeah, I know how it is. Do I seem a little dark to you? Is there a little like light
No, you look
emotion
fine,
going
man.
on here?
You look alright.
Oh, hey man.
Good morning. Sorry.
Sorry, no, it's good. I'm just fuck. That might have been me. Oh wait, hold on. The light came back. The light came back. All right, cool.
He's looking
Here we go.
glorious.
Yeah, didn't it
Godly
get a
in the
little
light.
dark for a second? She was getting a little fucking dark in here.
I think you be alright, bro. I see you just fine.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get into this piece. I'll pop it up here and pop myself down.
This is the first time I've done this out loud. So if I mess up, I'm sorry, but I'll work with it. I gotta breathe. If I had to fight or flight, then I collide with titans, break apart consensus, and disagree with all the nonsense. Blank thought projected, feeling inadequate. I'm radical, feeling lateral, but I'll catapult until I'm vertical. On my feet, I came from the dirt. You wouldn't understand the mud that I rose from. I leak a vicious liquid to water the green I've shit in and fertilize all natural. So persecute my flowers and I'll recognize the murder. Turn a face to plaster, put it on my wall and label it a bastard. I came from the dirt, rose up like a dead person, and what's worse is I don't bite to infect. I spit and redirect you into a violent person. It'll seep into your skin, feel upon my sin, feel the wrath within. Fuck a bitch, reel the demon in. Explode the crazy, don't be lazy, feeling hazy. Drunk abrasions, drunk evasions, drunk contagions. Pull my face from the dirt that I've came from. I don't run none. I'll tackle you head on, so don't trust my gun when I'm aiming it. I'm having fun. Heartbeat, feel my drums as I compulsively contain my lungs, guitar strings. Bring out the demon, it's leaving. I'm feeling the reawaken. It's surging impossible. A surging feeling incompatible. I'm adequate. I'm adamant. My hands are steady. I'm feeling surgical. I cut this chest open so you can see the collateral on the table as I lay lateral. See the tattoos engraved on the organs across the veins. You'll see the dirt doesn't lie. It's factual. I came from it, rose from it, then died in it. Breathe. Heartbeat. Feel my drums as I compulsively contain my lungs, guitar strings, seize. You don't fucking know me. Step away from the ladder that I'm holding. I'm coming out of this fucking grave. Ain't nobody gonna fucking control me. I cannot be contained. You may think that I'm tamed, but I'm baring teeth all of the same. You haven't seen the crazed idled in his days. Haven't seen the brain because I refuse to let you see behind the maze. Let you peer into my eyes and see the soul that I betray. See the hate that I ripped away. Freeze the brain that I convey. Appease the demons locked away. Take away the pain by hating wall upon the walls that I create. I cannot satiate these goddamn voices. I will not bend the knees and see you eye to eye. I bow for no one as I argue with myself. I'm a target to the self. Always just aim away. Always pull the trigger and I'll dodge the bullet like it's in my fucking way. I came from the dirt that you fucking stand on. I've eaten it and puked worms. I ate the grass to grow my roots, so don't underestimate me. I look down on you from the branches of my tree. I have life inside of me, a whole community of rotten fruits and littered screws, because just like me, they've loosened bolts and lost their heads. It's my circus of chorus that circle like vultures of dead meat. I'm tortured to say the least, but I refuse to let myself fall down in defeat. You won't see me on the same level as anybody below me. I refuse to be brought down by my crow's feet. I'll slay and murder a bird before they even get to me. I came from the dirt. Believe me, you wouldn't understand the mud that I've rose from. You wouldn't understand the pain I go through. The dirt is stained. You wouldn't comprehend the intense blood that I bleed. I feed the hate the moment I get broken too. I drew dread. You don't remember the lines of these ugly hues, blue and red. I make purple. It's the aura I produce. This dirt is the home I go through. Respect the earth I've grown from, otherwise get despised and blown through.
Woo! God damn, boy. Yo, you did add to that bitch, didn't you? You did
I
add
sure
to that
did.
motherfucker. That shit was fucking nuts, dude. Yo, and I told you the other night when you sent it to me, bro, the fucking bars on that one. I mean, I can't even. Yo, that murder, that you added that fucking murder of crows line too. That
Yeah.
yo, slay and murder. Oh, that shit was fucking fire, bro. But like I said earlier, man, your metaphors and your imagery just keep getting more and more complex, and it's more and more literally set up punchline, and it's so fucking. You're getting so precise with it, man, and it's so fucking fantastic to see your journey and see how fucking crazy you've gotten with the pen, dude. You're getting so good. It's unreal. It's unreal.
I appreciate it, Dylan. For real, like actually on a real note, that song took a lot out of me. I've been angry recently because I've been having like a bad string of luck. So I wrote this song, just be like, man, fuck you guys, fuck anybody else who be against me, fuck anybody else who be trying to fucking come at me in some type of way or just putting me down. Like fuck that, fuck that.
Mm-hmm. 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 Absolutely. Yo, and I kind of wrote that that's kind of where the piece that I shared at the beginning, not piece I guess, but the just verse that I shared at the beginning, that's kind of where that came from. That's the place that came from, is a place of just like, literally, I mean, the first line, right? This flow and prose, it goes out to those who just went 0 for 2 and almost just got broken 2. It's from a place of feeling like you just went 2 rounds in a boxing ring and you still have a third to go and you're just fucking broken and you're beaten, but you got to get up and you got to keep fucking going. And it's, you got to just say fuck them, and that's why it ends with, and that's why it ends with, and I'm sorry if this got fucking graphic for anybody, but that's why it ends with the tell them they can hold your boob while eating nuts and butthole too, because that's the only fuck thing you should you should ever owe to anyone but you. It's like literally fuck everyone but you. At the end of the day, you got to take care of number one, and you got to fucking keep getting back up. And at the end of the day, you're the one who pushes yourself back to your feet, not anybody else,
Exactly. I was about to say, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm in the spot now. I'm with a lovely lady. She makes me feel happy, and that's been real big. That's been a big boost to my confidence.
That's good too. That's good, man. Me too.
Been a long.
It has been a long night.
Fuck, Brandon. You just be insert yourself.
From now on, even when Brandon's not on or whatever, like I'm just gonna record. I'm gonna record like pieces of Brandon, or like from like just clips of Brandon just saying random shit, and I'm just gonna pop it out randomly. It's gonna be our new thing.
What's up, Brandon?
Yo, I'm fucking
goat, bro. I swear to God.
I gotta tell you right now, bro. Doing this show in the summertime is a whole different beast. Like we got no air conditioning here. We got one little ceiling fan that doesn't do shit, and I'm fucking sweating balls, and I'm like trying to peel the hair off my fucking forehead. I'm sweating balls.
I feel that. I feel that.
People don't know what I go through for this shit. I go through hell for you people.
Hey, what's important, bro, is you're going through it. That's what's important. Is you're going through it, man. And I see you're gonna watch. This podcast's gonna blow up one day, and you ain't even gonna be ready for it because you have a good thing going here, Dylan. I told
myself above all things, I will do 2 things, no matter how small or big it gets or is. I will do 2 things, and I promised myself this at the very beginning. I will always be true to the people who support me and as accessible, maybe not if I get millions of fans, maybe not, answering every text accessible, but as emotionally accessible to my fans and my followers and my supporters and my family and my friends that I have ever been. I will never lose that. And the second thing is, as long as this podcast is a thing, I will sit my ass in this chair every single week, and I will give you guys something. It might not be my best, it might not be whatever, but I will sit my ass in this chair and I will give you guys something because I believe that it's important. And like I was saying earlier, you decide the things in your life that deserve your energy, and you put everything into them and fuck everything else. And I've decided that Lost Boys is my family, and I'm gonna put all my energy into it. And yeah, man. I mean, I don't see ceilings. I don't see ceilings. I don't see roofs. I don't see I see galaxies. I see stars. I don't fuck that shit. The lengths are endless. We could go as far as the fucking moon or farther.
And I appreciate that soul that you have so deeply. Like, 'cause I see it every time we're on this show. Okay, I see the aura, man. Like, I can see how much you're wanting this, and it's so good. You already have a community of people that is so good. All right, like you have found the craziest amount of people. All right, and I've been on here a lot. Everybody knows I've been on here a lot, and I see everybody. Okay.
Oh man, it has been one of the most amazing experiences of my life, meeting all these people, like meeting so many different people with different talents and just different perspectives, and it's just like it has made me such a better person and a better artist. It really has. Like this show just it makes us all a fucking better person. Oh hey, by the way, I want to You know what? I we'll address this on the fucking live show too. Yeah, Uno knows what's coming. Uno, yeah. So here's the shit, right? Okay. So remember our 1 year anniversary, right? You're taking shots, right? You're cheersing. No one gives a fuck. I didn't care. The audience didn't care. The other guests didn't care. It's all cool. We're all adults here. It's not an exactly, we're a family, so it's a family show, but it's not exactly a children's show, if you get what I mean. Nobody had a problem with it. But then, and I don't drink on the show. Everybody knows this. The only thing I drink is like tea or water on the show. I'll smoke a little bud, but aside from that, I don't do anything on the show. Now, I get off the show and I get on Facebook and I made a video with a bottle of Southern Comfort. And I said, here's 1 year and Caleb, get some sleep, bro. Right. And man, the backlash I got from that fucking video from everyone from my boss's wife to our audience in the Lost Boys Facebook group. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, Dylan, you got to calm down with that whiskey." And I was like, at first I was thinking, right, it's one shot. What the fuck are they talking about? It's one shot, right? But then I realized that's not what they meant. They meant it's because I drank it like it was water. And I didn't cringe, I didn't wince, I didn't do anything. And that would infer that I've drinking a lot of alcohol and I'm used to the burn by now. And you'd be right, but that doesn't mean that I'm out here just pounding fucking bottles of Southern Comfort, people. Who do you think I am? Come on.
He's like, I
take one fucking shot. I take one shot off air. And you fuckers come after me. And here's the real kicker is it's like, what really shocked me is everybody was so acted so surprised by it. I was like, have you not heard my raps? Like I talk about doing drugs and alcohol very frequently in my poetry and raps. Like, have you not been listening? Have you not here? Do you not know what's going on? Like, and it was just like the backlash I got for taking that shot was just like, fucking whoa. It's like when a celebrity gets a like they get like a paparazzi takes a picture of them like eating like a gas station bologna and cheese, and they're like, "Oh my God, look at this fucking celebrity!" It's like, well, yeah, and they're just like, I did. That's what it felt like to me. It was just like I had this like ridiculous like weird spotlight, and they were like focusing on this like one thing, and to me, right, it wasn't a big deal. I was taking a shot, I was choosing the show, I was like, hey, whatever, and then it just when I woke up the next morning, it was just a backlash, and I was like, what? Holy shit! It was just a shot.
What the fuck?
And then,
what do you
literally,
mean?
my boss's wife mentioned it to me at work, and I was like, Jesus! Everybody, the whole town's talking about it. Oh my God, Dylan took a shot of whiskey. Do you want to see my ID? I mean, what the fuck do you want from me?
Johnny Depp went to court with Amber Heard. That bitch was on crack, and nobody questioned her about it.
Right,
like, what the fuck?
As Eminem said, we'll put that shit to bed like Amber Heard at a mattress firm. I am not a raging alcoholic, people. I had a shot to celebrate the show. Sometimes I like to enjoy a little whiskey or beer. I'm gonna have some Sam Adams after the show, if you must know. But that's the end of that. And everyone else who has more to say about it, go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. But anyway, I see your girl saying you got to get off.
Did she?
I don't know. You were nodding at somebody. I thought you were saying that you got to get off or something.
No, I'm chilling.
No, you're good. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I misread that. All right. Well, that was a dope piece, bro. I want to if they're here, bring. I can't see skedaddle, and we lost.
Are you able to hear me?
This shit's
Are you
sick.
able to hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. So my phone's like tweaking, so I need to move over to my computer real quick.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Uno, what'd you think about the piece?
Oh, it actually reminded me of your piece about the monsters, because it links so close to that one.
It's all connected. Oh no, it's all
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah, and Dylan, again, you said it wrong. Cage, he drinks a whole bottle. No one bats an eye. The minute
Yeah.
you take a shot, everybody loses their mind.
I take
sent
one
a
shot
picture
and they
of that
tear
whole
me
bottle.
apart like fucking. They dissect me like the Sonya did in your reading. They fucking just tore me apart, bro. They did
At the
the fucking.
beginning of the
Alright.
show, this was a whole bottle.
I have my
The
other
beginning
one.
of my show.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Ooh.
not gonna work.
That's
There
not
we
gonna-
go.
But this was a whole bottle at the beginning of the show.
You're muted.
He can brag about it. This motherfucker can brag about it. I take one shot. One fucking shot. You people fucking jump down my fucking throats. Well, you know
Wait.
what? Fuck you and the horse you
Wait,
drawed
wait.
and quartered me on. They drew and
No.
quartered me fucking from both directions. They tore me apart. So and
But so which one was harder to swallow? What they telling you or the shot you took?
definitely
All
with
the
their
shots I took?
definitely
Don't
their
answer that.
reactions to it. I took that shot like it was nothing. I drank that shit like it was Kool-Aid. The fuck you mean?
I'm 7-8 shots in, man. If I could do that,
That's
then
why
y'all
they
can't
got the
repraise
backlash.
Dylan for that. You
And
can't
y'all know,
repraise Dylan
and
for
y'all,
that.
and if they didn't think I was gonna fucking lash back at them in a song, if they didn't think that
They were
they were
wrong.
giving me stuff to write about when they any type of ridicule I've ever gotten in my life has gone into some kind of something I've written. And trust me, I've gotten here's Caleb being all naked again. Look at the fucking
I'm sorry. I was trying to just show my face. My hand got tired.
No, but any type of ridicule I've ever gotten in my life, I've fucking thrown it back in someone's face. So you wait, guys. You fucking wait. You better be able to take your own medicine. You better
Better,
be
bro.
able to
I'm
swallow
ready
your
to
own
go.
medicine
Working
as
now?
good as I swallowed that fucking shot because
Yes, I just heard you.
yeah, you're here. I can hear you. I can even hear you chewing. What do you eat? What are you munching on there?
Feels like I got the munchies.
I only hope you brought enough for the whole class.
Good choice. That's a good choice.
Punch it through the phone.
It's literally I mean, yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You might
okay,
have a
I
little
don't
bit
know.
of an
I brought
obsession.
plenty.
You brought you be just like I brought plenty. I got, but they're all for me, bitches. All right. Well, we gotta get to these other pieces here. So I think next in the rotation was Ono, and you got what a poetry piece for us or
Yes.
story?
Yes, poetry, this one.
All right, cool. What's this one called?
The Tortured Poets Department.
Of course it is. That's another
Of
ding ding
course
ding
it
on
is.
the meter, motherfucker. You're racking them up
Well,
today.
And the thing is, you know, someone said, "Oh, Taylor and Wooden, the collab, it's like two different things." Well, you know, I'm making it happen.
All right, I may have misworded that, and I'm gonna go preemptively shut it down because I'm gonna get more backlash. Of course, I'm gonna preemptively shut it down because when this comes out, I maybe misworded it. Okay, I'm not saying, and I, you know what I did. Okay, I did backstep a little bit.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm not saying they couldn't do it. Eminem and Taylor Swift couldn't do a good song together. That's not what I'm saying. You know what? I'm not even gonna. You know what?
Don't even get into it. Don't
You're just
even.
gonna twist it. You're just gonna twist it your own evil way to support your narrative, to support your Taylor Swift loving fucking narrative, your Swifty fucking narrative. All right. You know what? You know what stands do? You know what stands do to fucking skinny white blonde bitches? All right. They put them in the back of the trunk and they drink a fifth of vodka. And then someone dares them to drive. Someone dares them to drive. All right, so
But he's gonna call a wondering what?
no, don't. You can't. I'm sorry. You know what, Taylor. You know what? You want to have Taylor Swift sing Dido's part, fine. But that's just not your. It's just I don't think it's your thing, man. Stick to the poetry. Stick to the poetry and the stories, man. I don't think that's your thing.
Dude can't sing to save his flicking life.
No, I can't either. And yo, you know what's funny is Eminem can't sing either, and I really love that. But that's another ding on the meter. M can't sing this, but I love the song that he made for his daughter, where he literally starts off and he goes, "I can't sing, but I feel like singing because I'm happy because I got my baby back." And it's like when he got custody of Haley and everything. And it was just like, "Hey, Brandon, what's up?"
Here goes Brandon again.
It's just his fucking ceiling that time.
Wait, didn't you go
Dude,
all?
it's gonna be a meme. It's gonna be a meme now.
Wait, get this. Didn't you go all 45 on him before and said he was fired?
Yeah, you're fired, Brandon. What the fuck? Get out of here. You're fired. You're fired. Go home. Go home. Go home. Just fucking.
Wait. How could you tell him go home and he's already there?
You know, because I'm not here. I told you I'm an AI recreation. Of myself. I'm doing all this alone. I'm not really here right now. For all you guys know that's fucking true, okay? You guys don't know if I'm real or not. What kind of fucking real human being has a logo tattooed on his fucking arm, right? That doesn't seem real. I'm definitely an AI. I'm definitely AI, guys. Come on. I'm definitely AI.
But the thing is, I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of people hating on AI, right? But it had too much people, and you will know. If you don't have artificial intelligence, you don't have no intelligence.
A lot of people, it's like that. They just rely on they rely on their computer and their phone to do all the work for them. You're absolutely fucking right. Absolutely fucking right.
I'm not even talking about that. You know the joke, which we're not going to say yet, but you know the followers.
I was just thinking it too. We can't. We gotta save it.
We're gonna save it.
We gotta save it. It's too good. That one. Oh man, I'm gonna be telling that to my friend for fucking days. I'm gonna tell that to my boss on Monday. That is fucking shit. Wait. All these inside jokes you guys are hearing, they will be revealed to you in due course. Keep a lookout for our Deep Cuts episode number 7.
It will be 7-7.
Yes, lucky number 7. Fuck yeah. Well, anyway, man, what's this piece you got for us? What's the name of it again?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Torture. Oh yeah, Torture. Named after Taylor Swift's album. I know.
Yeah, and the reason is you'll find out while the poem is going on. So to that special person, here it comes.
All right, let's get myself out of here.
In the Torture Poets department, shadows reflected and danced. Friends walk a fragile line, their hearts becoming enchanted. Whispers in crowded places. Secret arise, a glitch in the system, hidden in plain view to the eyes. What was once a tailored friendship now swiftly blooms anew. Love tendrils interlace, hearts beating true. In the depths of loneliness, it coup de grace, a slim ache of solitude, shade fades, a forgotten fast. Through the labyrinth of emotions, finding their way. In the bittersweet symphony of chaos, love holds sway. Even when life serves 808s and heartbreak, I am the chairman of the Torture Poets Department. Members, witness on this exceptional tale. Friends turn to lovers. Their bond set to prevail. In the quiet of midnights, beneath the starlit sky, all too well, secrets shared with lovers sigh. A glitch in the system, a love year unforeseen. Amid the darkness within correction, a new light gleamed. Written in the stars, read in the cards, let those shadows dance. Memories of past arise. Love has bloomed, a bond never passed. In corridors of the Torture Poets Department, a story now unfolds. Friendship turned to love, hearts bound in an invisible string of gold. Shh, no names I shall tell. And happy early birthday to my LOML.
So, my man is head over heels. My man has got the Twitter, what do they call it? Oh man, it's like this old term they used to use. Twitter pated or something. I don't know.
What?
You're begotten. You're
Smitten?
smitten. There we go. Smitten. You're smitten. So this is for a special someone. And that was I mean that was a great love poem, bro. I like that. The only part that I didn't like
And you
was
do realize
was you taking your coup de grace slim line. Yeah, I caught that. Fuck you. I caught it. I caught the coup de grace, and then you went to slim. You said slit. Oh, you fucking and then the line where you a tailored love. I caught that. I caught it. You think I didn't catch that shit? I got it, motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah. So ding,
Coup
ding,
de
ding,
grace,
ding, ding.
slim. I caught it.
Well. To add another ding to that. Yeah.
Ding,
As
ding,
Taylor
ding.
said, tis the damn season.
Yep. Oh man, no, that was really dope, man. That was really great.
Yeah.
And you know that special someone should feel really lucky. I was trying to figure out that spelling that LOML.
Love of my life.
Oh, okay. I was like, that stands for something. What the fuck does that stand for? I was trying to figure. Love of my life. Oh, that's cute, dude. That's cute. I like that, man. That's fucking like I said, I say this a lot of times on the show is I struggle to write love poems. You know, I have
Oh,
a few.
yeah.
I have a few, and I've done like maybe one or two of them on the show. But it is it's such a hard thing to write about, and I think you did a great job. And just the rhyme scheme, the verse, just everything. It was fantastic fucking piece.
Yeah, because as we know, this is like the second one I ever tried writing, but I think this one hits way better than the first.
It's great, man. It was really good. I think we lost Caleb, but I'll bring Skedaddle up. And what'd you think of it?
So unfortunately, my is
I'm gonna meme
internet
that.
is
I'm
like-
memeing that. I'm memeing her
You
face
know,
when
you're
she
right.
came back up. Turn that into a gift. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, unfortunately, my internet is butt. So now that I'm on my computer, I'm not on data anymore. So it kept cutting out. But the parts that I did hear were beautiful. And I'm gonna go back on my phone live to like fully hear.
Because your internet's a beta bitch.
Yeah, because
It's a beta bit.
no, I think I don't know if it's something global then, because during the reading, my own just went out and then I had to log back in.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, that's why
This has always been asked.
yeah. So
I
don't know
got the whole
what.
thing. So, yo, they can
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
see the fucking literally see the sweat beads on my
Yeah.
fucking head.
Yeah, because
I don't know if I like this close up thing anymore. They're sucking Slim Jims.
Well, I still trying to figure out why have we not invented the machine like in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory for her to send us these snacks?
Yes, just reach through the TV and grab it. Yes,
Exactly.
yes. Fuck yeah, dude. Yo,
None of
all
you will be
right.
getting my so
Excuse
That was
me.
it.
All
you'll
students
have
in the
to
class
ask
was
my suit.
I mean, it's one of the it's a good snack, man. Yeah, can't go wrong with a Slim Jim. No, but anyway, that was a
I
dope
also
piece.
have.
Sorry, wait, go ahead.
I was just going to talk more about my suit, but you can continue.
You're good. No, I was just trying to get to your piece now. So
Okay.
we could try to wrap things up. Here we go. Yeah, if I can get my shit together here. So we've got this one that you asked me to title it, right? You asked me to title it, and I titled this one "Falling Apart." And so this is "Falling Apart."
I am in
And
love with her. Like
I really like
this
this
is
piece. Go ahead. Go tell it.
I read. So this is actually a redraw from something I did in 2018. If you want to see the side by side, you can go check out my Twitter. It's posted there. But because I was like convinced I have not had any progress, so I did a side by side, and I in fact do have done progress.
Yeah, you have, and
I
I
don't
have
know if
seen it. I mean, I host the show. You know, I've seen you from, like I was saying. You know, everybody on here is our OGs of the show, and you know, so I've been able to see you guys' progress and seen how much you guys have grown, and you really have grown, and from for everything from technical details to like just the concept of a piece and like what you're doing with it. Like this piece, it really spoke to me, and I called it "Falling Apart" because it felt like she's putting on this kind of like cool, like, hey guys, kind of like cool facade, but inside, physically and emotionally, she's falling apart, and you can see it in her. I mean, I wish I could zoom this up more, so that we could see it better. Hold on, real quick. Let me try. It doesn't even zoom up when I take myself off camera. I don't know. But it is. I'll post. I'll post it up on the Lost Boys Facebook too. But the way you detailed her guts falling out as she's falling apart, and how they're kind of like rainbow colors too. Because, and I love how you always fall into this like pastel color scheme. You really
It's
like
called candy
pastels.
gore.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Candy gore. That's cool.
If you look, they're actually glittery too.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool,
they're
cool.
sparkly.
Fuck yeah. And again, it's drawn in your signature style. Much like the one where I mean, all of the ones where there's a female central character are drawn in a very similar art style. And you like your aliens too. You like your aliens and your cyclopses, and that, yeah, I really like
Anything
that.
that's not human.
She got horns. She got horns too. She got horns and elf ear, one eye. That's really dope.
She a whole different species.
Yeah, and she just now, can she walk around like that, or is she in the mid? Is she mid fall apart like when the picture was taken, kind of thing?
So honestly, it's more. This is more or less her species. Like this is her normal. Like it's not.
Okay.
So like yes, I guess is the answer.
Yeah, no, I like that too. That's cool. That's cool because she's literally the Walking Dead. Well, not dead, but like, I mean, any normal person would be dead, but she's just walking around with her guts, and that's kind of poetic too in a ways, because she's just like, she's spilling her guts. She's like just letting it all hang hang loose out there and just for everybody to see. So it kind of makes you feel on a certain way. Like on one hand, like I guess it could be interpreted. That's what I love about visual pieces too. Is it could be interpreted so many ways. It could be interpreted as she's falling apart, or it could be interpreted as she's got it all. It's like controlled chaos. She's got it all together, and like she's
The
just
shit that some
showing
of the strongest men can't handle, she is handling with a smile on her face.
right, and she's just showing, yeah, and she's just showing her truth. She's she's got nothing to hide, kind of thing. Even I mean, even if you took away the guts, she's in nothing but basically like a bikini type, like well, not bikini, but like only covering
It's
those
like
parts
face
of her
bandages.
right. Well, it's ace bandages, but I'm saying it's not much clothing. She's already in a spot where she's
Almost naked.
right, almost naked, showing her body, and then the guts add like a deeper element to it. Like she's really like just you spilling your guts, show it. You know what I mean? Showing everything. And that's kind of poetic too. I like that. But yeah, I really love your color schemes. They're always so trippy and just like I could literally, if I fucking my ideal shroom trip would just be like a collage of your fucking pictures, and I just sit there and I just like fucking eat munchies and just like watch a collage of your fucking.
You can
It's like
eat on mushrooms?
what's that?
You can eat on mushrooms? You're psycho. You're psycho. You're psycho.
What's wrong with you? Why wouldn't you? You should. You should. You shouldn't eat them on an empty stomach.
Well, no, I don't
You
eat them on
shouldn't.
an empty stomach. I eat first, but I can't eat in the process of tripping.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
It
Maybe
makes the
I'm gonna get
food
backlash again. Everybody's gonna come after me. Fucking, but I mean, I didn't have to see a problem with it. I
Oh,
don't
there's no
know.
problem with it. I just can't do it.
I didn't feel. I mean, I wasn't like it wasn't like weed munchies, but like I remember a few times where I don't know. I've never really thought about not eating. I don't know. I've never. Yeah, I just go about my
I just
normal.
lose higher appetite when I'm tripping.
I just do whatever feels natural. I don't know if I see like I don't know. Sometimes I'll, especially like if I was on shrooms or whatever, I just like catch myself with like a bag of something in my hand. And I'm like, oh, how'd this get here? Like
I'm gonna eat it now.
how'd these cheeses get here? I don't know. Like but like I know I've never really. I don't know. Where I'll probably get fucking again. I'm gonna get attacked. I'm gonna get attacked on the internet.
I'm attacking you right now for
You
it.
drink your whiskey like water and you eat on shrooms, you monster! How dare you? You defile everything that is good and pure. You are the Antichrist. No, I'm gonna make a song called Antichrist. Literally, because I just everybody just thinks I'm the Antichrist sometimes. Anyway,
Just a little bit.
no,
Just
this-
a little bit. But so
you know what I also love about your pieces? I love how they all kind of look a little bit like you. Like, I don't know if that's on purpose or
I
if
don't
that's
know
just
how to
like
stop that. It's not on
by
purpose. I don't
accident.
know how to stop.
But you make them look a little bit like you every time. There's features of you and you can see it. You can see anybody with a fucking eye can see exactly what I'm talking about right now. Right now. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like I don't know if you do that subconsciously or you just so it's subconscious and you just don't. Well, I mean, that's
I
kind of
want
cool
to
though.
stop.
It's cool though. I know. I like it. I like it. I like that you put you're putting yourself into your art. That's what every artist does. That's what every
But
artist
when
does.
you're drawing somebody else's character and it still vaguely looks like you, it's a little bit of a problem.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. It's like that SpongeBob episode where everybody's face becomes fucking SpongeBob or whatever. I don't. It's like yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. They're interchangeable characters. No, I just I like it because you put yourself in your art, and I think that's really cool. What does my man Uno think about it, man? Oh, that's
Okay,
something else.
I'm going to say it. It looks like Leela from
Oh,
What happened?
looks like Mila from.
Futurama mixed with Skedaddle.
Oh my God! Yes, fucking yes, dude. And I love that show too. But she looks actually more like her right now because she's got the purple hair.
And not only that, you know what? Because since I am right now on the Deadpool Wolverine high, yeah, she could be regenerating like
Don't
Deadpool.
spoil anything, please. Please don't spoil anything.
Okay, no. Think about the second Deadpool. Remember when his legs got ripped off? That's her.
Just the one. I love how a lot of. Wait, hold on.
I
when
still-
who? Hold on.
I
didn't
still
quite
haven't
catch that.
watched it.
Wait, no. The new one, or hold on. What are we talking about here? Because I don't want no
No,
spoilers.
no, the second
The
one.
new Deadpool
Oh, the second one.
Wolverine.
Oh, when he gets ripped in half.
Yes.
No, the second one. He's
Deadpool?
he's talking about Deadpool 2. Yeah, when
Yeah.
Juggernaut
okay.
rips the Juggernaut rips him in half.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and with his baby legs.
I love
my favorite has to be the baby hand.
I love the part. Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yes,
I
dude.
did.
Uh,
Dude, I really can't wait to fucking see that fucking movie. And if you've seen it, don't give me any fucking spoilers because I will
Same.
fucking hunt you down. I will find
Okay,
you.
I will eradicate your entire bloodline.
Okay. Bigger spoiler alert. Before the even first trailer came out, they changed the title of the movie.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah,
Because
it
it
was
was-
Deadpool 3, and then they changed it to Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I know. But
Yeah,
everybody knew
yeah.
that Hugh Jackman was coming back. Everybody knew.
Yeah, no, what happened was from what I was seeing, one of the press tour they did and what they said was they really didn't want to they wanted to keep it like yes, Wolverine, but rather friend to make it more comical. And it's when that Super Bowl commercial came out with it, everybody was so angry. They after the posters were sent out, they had to recall them to bring it back and change it to Wolverine.
Yeah, no, and I don't know. I grew up obviously with Hugh Jackman. Like,
Yeah.
he's done what, like 20 movies now. I mean,
No,
I grew up with that guy, fucking, and I was so excited. Like, I am 100% on a hype train. Even especially, and we talked about this earlier with the fucking Robert Downey Jr. thing coming back. I don't care what anybody says. I'm on board for it. I'm fucking, I'm here all the way. Those guys are
because
like acting legends. I love those guys.
yeah, but actually, I have never really read the comic books, but I saw the spin of the new one was actually in a comic book where Doctor Doom was Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there are a couple. There are actually a couple.
Yeah,
that have that type of storyline. So, yeah, no, I'm interested to see how it plays out.
yeah.
But anyway, guys, it has been a long night. We're closing in on 3 hours now. But I appreciate everybody for coming out. I appreciate everybody who participated and commented and watched. And I apologize for the technical difficulties and my own stupidity and my mind not working, and just me generally stoned and retarded. But
And you need to put on a meter on this one for every time you glitch and didn't know what it's saying.
Oh man, I told you guys I'm AI. I'm not real, so sometimes the computer code gets a little You know, and I told you guys I'm not real. I'm just a fucking.
You,
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. All right, that's enough of that.
this is
bullshit.
not
That's
Dylan normal, you
That's enough
see.
of that bullshit. Anyway, before the show ends, I like to try to give people a moment to say anything they'd like to the audience, to the world, to their moms, to their dads, to whoever the fuck they want. Now is your time to speak, whether it be a piece of advice or an antidote. Skedaddle, why don't you go first?
Remember, you are loved. There's people out there that you can talk to. Me being one of them. The social medias that are listed for my art. You can also reach out to me on an emotional basis, and especially go follow them if you want to see more pretty alien ladies.
And one day she's gonna teach me how to do that heart too, because I don't the upside down. I only know how
Curl
to
your
do
fingers
this.
like this. Curl your fingers like this, and then flip people off. Not your thumb. Almost. There you go.
we're like
Or-
doing gang signs and shit. We need to.
And
wait,
this
wait,
one.
wait.
I know that one. I know that one.
No,
Kind of.
no.
And
I
there's
suck. Anyway, Uno, is there anything you would like to tell
Well,
the world?
as Skedaddle said, y'all could feel free reach out to me on my socials or the website. As of this morning, I even did a new email, theunox@gmail.com. If you all want to reach out, feel free. We could chat because with technology, we could be a million miles away, but we still together.
Absolutely. That's how it is, man. That's what the show is all about. And I will just say there are people in this world that matter, and there are people that don't. And the best part about life is that you get to decide who matters and who doesn't. And you get to put your energy into the people that matter. And the people that don't, I have a little message for them. You can go tell them.
fuck you.
They can hold your
Go
boob
fuck
while
yourself.
eating nut and butthole too. Because that's the only fuck thing you should ever owe to anyone but you. And I will leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out. Follow us on all platforms. We're live every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook and YouTube. And then we can get the audio version on all platforms you find podcasts: Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. And then we post clips on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So and keep a lookout for Lost Boys, and keep a lookout for us learning how to do this with our hands and shit. I'm just oh man,
New
thank
sign
you guys
language,
so much.
people. New
This
sign
has been
language.
honestly one of the most fun shows I've had in a while. It has been great.
Well,
Thank you guys.
But Dylan, before we go, I have to point out one thing. Why is it every time I come on, we always go past midnight?
Oh yeah, it's always. I mean, because you're. I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
We talk. Too
Because
much.
honestly, when it comes down to, at the end of the day, is we're friends, you know, and we're more
Of
than
course.
we're more than just guests, you know, on a show. Is we're friends, and you know, that's the type of community I want. That's the type of community I built, because that's the community I wanted. I don't want to be part of something where it's like, you know,
Just
half-assed or
professional.
whatever. It's just like I want something that is fun and people who like to be around each other and like to hang out, you know, and that's really what this is for me. I've always said it. It's like I'm just hanging out with you know, my friends in the living room, and it's really, I manifested that. That's what it became. So yeah, man, thank you guys for being my friends, and thank you guys for being part of the show, and
Thank you.
just thank you guys for being
Yes.
great human beings. And we appreciate everyone who watched and commented and everything. And have a great night, everyone. We will catch you next Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Peace out.
Toodles.